Ah. Oh my god. 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 Oh man. Wow. 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 What a season. 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 Wow. There's a lot to talk about tonight. So I finished crying. I finished fighting. I was mad, angry. I was sad. I don't even know if I want to go live tonight, but I figured I'll get the frustrations out. The frustrations out now. This is a therapy session, everybody. This is a therapy session. So join the therapy session. Yes, get in here. Join the therapy session. And the trolls. I know the trolls will be in here tonight. My phone is getting blown up. Everybody's talking shit. I got DMs, people talking shit. I got tons of people. My DM is full right now of just Knicks fans, Lakers fans, all kinds of fans. Timberwolves fans making fun of me right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Great run, yeah. Great run. I don't even know where to start. So, Jesus, apologies, y'all. I can't even talk right now. I'm just in awe. Appreciate the super chat. Flame. Harden said he was playing on grade 2 hamstring. Seems like our medical staff finessed a little bit. Good season. Thank you, Flame. To begin this game, this was a really, 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 really good game. If you weren't a Nets fan and you watched this game, I know you enjoyed this game. But if you are a Nets fan, I know you watched and you've seen a lot of heartbreak during this game. And two things I want to get out of the way, like, what more can this man have done? This man on the screen that I've shown you right here, what more can he have done? He did everything for us. Everything. He put the team on his back and did everything. 48 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 9 rebounds, 10 for 11 from the foul line, 4 for 11 from 3, 17 for 36, 53 minutes. 53 minutes. And as I look at that 53 minutes, I blame Steve Nash, right? Steve Nash did not take this man out of the game the whole game. And I was wondering to myself in the back of my head, like, should KD get some rest? And I seen, if you guys paid attention to this game, Mike Budenholzer did a great job of subbing Giannis in and out. Giannis would get these little breaks here and there, subbing him out, keeping him fresh, And it wasn't a lot of time, but it was some time. And I just thought in my back of my head, like, Steve Nash should be doing that for KD. You know what I'm saying? There were points in this game where KD could have sat a little bit and rested, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it came back to bite us in the end. Playing 53 minutes, he had no legs in overtime. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much you can do. Joe Harris. Oh my God, Joe Harris. Oh my God, Joe Harris. I'm gonna wait till I call the discourse for the Joe Harris talk. I'm gonna get a lot of people up here tonight. And so going back to Nash, right? First, he doesn't rest KD the whole game, right? He doesn't sub KD out, give KD minutes. So KD's legs are dead. Imagine playing 48 minutes, 4 quarters, high intensity basketball while carrying the team with 40 points and hitting the game winning shot. Well, not game winning, hitting the game tying shot, right? The game tying shot, and you're still not getting no rest. Right? And then we go into overtime. Joe Harris has 2 opportunities to hit threes. 2 opportunities, 2 wide open looks. I look at the play-by-play right here. 2 wide open looks, and he missed. 2 minutes left. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the play-by-play out here. Joe Harris at 4 minutes 42 misses a 26 3-point attempt, and that's when Bruce Brown got a rebound. If you guys remember, in the overtime, Joe Harris missed a wide open 3. Bruce got a rebound, and he got a layup. Then again, with 55 seconds left, Joe Harris misses another 3. And then Brook Lopez got a defensive rebound. So 2 opportunities for Joe. 2 opportunities for Joe to change the game. And all KD needed this game was just some type of help. You know what I'm saying? Some type of help. And KD could have at least, we could have at least finished the Bucks off. But no type of help tonight. Harden was a shell of himself. I feel like Harden, It's hard with Harden, man. It really is because he was hurting us the whole game, but at the same time he would make shots here and there. It was just weird with Harden. He had no legs. You look at his stats: 5 for 17, 2 for 12 from the 2 for 12 from three. Harden was 2 for 12 from three. 2 for 12 from three. He made all his free throws. God bless him. 22 points, 1 block, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Harden was just. I don't know, man. I didn't know how to use because it's like I was talking to my friends earlier, and I'm like, do we keep Harden in? Is there no point in putting Harden in because he would literally just bring up the ball, stand on the logo, ask for screens, and just waste the possession. Wait till the shot clock goes down to 3, and then pass to KD. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, that's not gonna help us. And he was doing it the whole entire game. Like there were just so many possessions. Harden just holding the ball for 24 seconds and giving it to KD to make a miracle shot at 2 seconds left. And I'm just looking, I'm like, yo, my moderators, get the spammers out of here. Get these spammers out of here. And I'm looking around like, oh, man, like Harden just it's not him. It's not him. It's not him. You know what I'm saying? We needed a point guard this game to drive to the cup and draw the defense. We had no point guard to drive to the cup and draw the defense. The offense was really bad. In the fourth quarter overtime, the offense was just KD ISO. It was literally just KD ISO. No ball movement, nothing. And Nash, the thing with Nash had a timeout. I'll go back to the overtime, right? Remember KD's last shot. If you were watching this game, KD's last shot, Nash had a timeout. He brought the ball down with 10 seconds left. He could have called a timeout. He could have called a timeout and ran a play for KD to get a good shot off. You know what I'm saying? And I would rather him call that timeout because KD's last shot was not a good shot. It wasn't a good shot. You know what I'm saying? Nash should have called timeout, ran a play, and then get KD a better look. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, KD's bringing up the ball. He's tired. His legs are dead, and then he tries to shoot over Drew Holiday. Like it's a bad look. It's a bad look. Nash another fail by Nash for not calling that timeout with 30 seconds left. Oh, I'm sorry, 15 seconds left. He could have called a timeout. He had one timeout. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. DeAndre Jordan, like why he didn't get no time this series. All DMPs. We could have used DJ this series. You know what I'm saying? We could have used DJ this series, but again, that's due to Steve Nash. Foul KD. I don't think that last shot wasn't really a foul. That last shot wasn't really a foul. It was just KD was legs is tired. Like I said, he was carrying. He played 58 minutes, 52 minutes. Like what more can KD have done? You know what I'm saying? What more can he do? Scary hours. I'm trying to read the comments. Comments going really fast. Yeah, we like I said, throughout the whole year, it's just been a battle of Steve Nash's. It's just a really bad coaching, you know what I'm saying? Really, really bad coaching. Really, really bad coaching. Like he ran KD into the ground today. Ran KD into the ground. Like I said, and then the other side, you look at Mike Budenholzer, you saw him first quarter, timeout. Let me get Giannis out. Get him, you know, second quarter. Let me get Giannis out, few seconds. Third quarter, get Giannis out, couple minutes. You know, overtime, he's ready. You know what I'm saying? He has energy. You know what I'm saying? But KD played 48 minutes, so I'm like, Nash should have at least rested him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because your legs, in basketball, it's all about legs. You need legs for your jump shot. And it's hard. You know what I'm saying? 48 minutes, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Joe Harris here. We're going to talk about Joe Harris tonight. Yeah. Somebody said we lost because of coaching. Yeah. I would agree. It was definitely coaching. Like I said, these little things, timeouts, getting players rest, putting the right players in, substitutions, rotations, it was just not good. You know what I'm saying? And it was just not good. Those little things always affect the game. Every possession matters in games like this. And Nash didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Possessions where we could have used Claxton more. We could have used Jeff Green a little bit more. I know Jeff Green was going through injury, but again, we have a 7-foot defender that can guard 1 through 5, and we didn't play him 1 minute tonight. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Let me call it Discord, though. Hold on, y'all. Um, 1 second. Hit that like button, y'all. Hold that like button. This is gonna be a long stream. One of the last streams. Yeah.
RC Nash. It sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. It hurts. Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Harden news?
What? Oh, grade 2?
Yeah, grade 2.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like
grade 2 hamstring. He was playing on a grade 2 hamstring. I can't ask more out of the guy. No Kyrie Irving.
But did we? I'm trying to say, was his 22? Was it? I'm trying to feel like he didn't impact the game at all. I didn't feel Harden at all this game at all, except for that one shot he made, like that bank shot. That one bank shot. That's the one time I saw him.
I can't even get mad at the guy. He can only do so much on a grade 2 hamstring strain. What is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? He's playing. How does Nash know when he's playing him 50 fucking minutes? That's crazy.
But let me re-ask this question, right?
50 minutes on a hamstring strain.
Let me re-ask this question.
Any regular person doing that.
Let me re-ask this question. Did we need Harden tonight?
He wouldn't be on the court if it was still strained.
Did we need Harden tonight, Lo? Let me ask that question to everybody here. Did we need Harden tonight?
Of course.
Yeah, we did.
We did? Okay.
22 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds. He did so much. Like, I know, like you said, we were talking earlier that there was some possessions where he just back to back, and it was like, and it did hurt us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he did do a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah.
That helped us, and it's like, especially if Nash is only going to play 7 people, and the only 2 other people that he played outside of the starters was Jeff Green, Shamet with 7 minutes, and Jeff Green with almost 13.
Yeah.
Needed him. I mean, that was I don't understand how you literally play every one of those starters almost the full game and expect them to finish strong.
Yeah.
Without even going to your bench and giving people rest. Like, it just that's to me what boggles.
This is what I was saying before, right?
So we're just not going to play the guy that's our only defensive hope interior wise. We're just not going to play him at all.
Yeah.
He gets no minutes. You play him no minutes.
And it's like
the one guy that could possibly try and stop Giannis. Yeah, he's not going to stop Giannis, but he'd at least give him some type of trouble.
And it's like, and with Giannis, right?
Your defense. Brooke Lopez kept getting offensive rebounds. Chris Middleton kept capitalizing off it. Drew Holiday kept capitalizing off it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Nash? That's where that. And if you don't want to play Claxton, play someone who's experienced, like DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was saying that before. We should putting DJ in. Like, we were gonna think about that now. Like I told you, when we lose, now everybody's gonna ask, should we played DeAndre Jordan this series? You know what I'm saying? Should have he gotten some minutes this whole entire series? He should have gotten some minutes. We all can agree on that. You know what I'm saying? We all can agree on that now. We could have gave DeAndre some time. And during the whole, like I said, props to Mike Budenholzer. The whole game, he was giving Giannis rest. You guys noticed that, right? Every quarter, Giannis would come out for like at least a couple seconds, maybe like a minute. He'll call timeout. Giannis, take a break. Second quarter, Giannis, take a break. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. That's good coaching. Keeping your player fresh. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your player fresh. We know Giannis got to play a lot of minutes, but it's like he kept calling a timeout, making sure Giannis was good every quarter. Giving him some type of rest. And Nash was not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Nash was not doing that at all. Like I said, KD's legs at the end, he couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. It's too much wear and tear. 48, exactly. Imagine playing 48 minutes for 4 quarters and then playing another overtime. You know what I'm saying? It's just, come on, son. Oh man, a lot of trolls in it tonight. We're gonna get trolled tonight.
I'm really just concentrating on fucking.
Thanks for the trolling. Thank you for the extra viewers and likes. We really do appreciate it.
Whole bunch of trolls.
More watch time. It just helps the channel.
Hey, you know, hey, either way, you go out, hold your head high. It is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, we at the end of the day, it's just, and I know people are gonna come at Nets fans. Oh, the Nets are down, super team. Like I said, the team you guys saw on the TV was not a super team. This was not a super team. It was basically KD by himself with a little bit of Harden, with a little teeny bit of Harden. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it was, And there's some role players Bruce did well in the beginning. Who else played well? Blake did okay, but still.
Was the only guy that scored in that second and that overtime.
Yeah.
He was the only guy that scored. He scored 1 shot.
Yeah.
And we didn't score that whole time.
But it's tough because
I don't understand. I don't get it.
And this is where we really it hurts not to have Kyrie, because Kyrie's such a good shot creator. You know what I'm saying? We just need somebody else that can create their own shot. Every like I would look in the fourth quarter. I look around. Everybody's scared. Everybody's scared to take a shot. Like Blake gets the ball, he's panicking. He passes, he's looking for KD. James Harden looking for KD. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Brown gets it, looking for KD. Like we need somebody else to at least shot create, take some pressure. You know, let KD rest a little bit, take some pressure off KD, and make a shot in a big moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you really miss Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kyrie was like, man, Kyrie was made for this game, bro. We needed everybody this game, bro. Yeah. It sucks, but KD though. He still get his legacy points. I don't give a fuck. He dropped 2 50-pointers, bro, in the playoffs, and I think he had to have averaged close to 40 for the series. Had to average close to 40. What's his average, y'all?
Bro, there was a moment in this game, right? In the fourth quarter, it was literally I got scared because it was literally Chris, like the whole big three of the Bucks just started going on fire. Drew went on fire, Chris was on fire, Giannis was on fire, was getting buckets. So I'm like, damn. And I'm looking at the Nets, it's just KD getting buckets.
Drew Holiday killed us.
Yeah,
he killed us. Had a step back three and a pull up hit.
It's like the Bucks big three just activated their powers in the fourth, and I was like, damn, I don't even know if KD can handle this, but somehow he did. He did it. You know, somehow he did. He saved in that fourth quarter.
Still came down to the last shot.
Yeah,
I wish he would have stepped in for a bit, but that's that killer mentality. He was going for the game, bro. Because look, when he first did that first shot to go to OT, like when he was going up for it, I was like, KD, bro, why you ain't step in? Like I'm thinking, right, that shit went in. Bro, I fell, bro. Like G shit, bro. Like that shit gave me chills when he hit that shot, bro. I was like, bro,
that was a crazy shot.
This is why you need skills. This is why you develop skills so you can close games like this. If you don't have skills like that, you're not a good closer. That's just how it goes. This nigga got every shot in his bag, bro. And like, how many people can just go up for a fade like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, shout out KD, bro. He don't lose no points, bro.
Now, I guess we gotta ask the big question here. Was it Joe? Did Joe Harris lose us the game? Because his Twitter is on fire. Joe Harris #1 trending.
He's a big part of it. Yeah. He sure as hell is a big part.
You look at, like I told y'all before.
We would have probably won 4-1 if he was on point, and it's ridiculous. And I tried to like, bro, and I still want him on the team. Don't get it twisted. And I'm trying to like, but bro, like, he is a big reason that we lost, bro.
Joe Harris, 10 points, 3 for 9 from 3. 3 for 10. 3 for 10. I'm sorry. Oh wait, was it 3 for 9?
Only hitting 1-2 shots, but still, bro, like them 2 shots he was talking about at the end in the OT. Yeah. It's like, bro,
like I said, there was 2 shots. There was one at the 2 minute. He missed, and then he missed a wide open shot, and then Bruce Brown got the rebound, got a layup, and then the second one with 55 seconds left. He missed that one too, and then that's when they got the rebound. And I think
he kept teasing all night. Like it looked like he was actually going to start hitting, and then he would like come out and just bang. I think the thing where I was kind of done was when Harden passed him the ball and it hit him in the head. I don't know if you saw that, but I was like, yeah, it's over. Like,
bro, it's like
he needs to sit. I'm just still utterly shocked that he did not go to the rest of Jeff Green more, Landry Shamet more, not even Mike James, not even Claxton, didn't rest anybody.
Yeah. Bro, there was possessions where I'm looking at like, why is Joe Harris in on defense? Like, there's possessions I'm like, we need to stop.
No sense to me.
Why is Joe on defense? Like, just take him out and put somebody else on defense. Like, we need stops. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I said we were talking at the beginning, I'm like, I don't care who plays or what happens or who hits this, or I just want to win the game. Yeah. But it didn't seem like that's the part about the coaching part that I'm really fucking frustrated with. Like, granted, it seemed like a struggle to score all around, and everybody was looking for KD. I mean, everybody was. Yeah. And there was no, like, passing the ball around that great. Like, there was a couple moments, but it was like, you're trying to win Game 7. Like, why are you putting it all on one man?
Yeah.
And literally keeping every starter in for literally the full game?
Yeah.
Like, 40 minutes Blake, 46 minutes Harris, Durant 53 minutes, Harden 53 minutes, Bruce almost 53 minutes. And then you just ignore every other thing. If you see that Joe's not hitting, put somebody else in. Play Shamet more. Play fucking Claxton. Bring Mike James. Like, give Harden a fucking break for a minute. Yeah, like maybe that helps him get back into it.
Like I said, Mike Budenholzer was using a lot of. I think he used 7 guys. He was using 7 guys. He was using PJ,
but
Pat
he rested his guys though.
And he was resting his guys. Yeah. He was resting. Like I said, he was resting every quarter. He gave Giannis a break. You know what I'm saying? At least one type of break, and they were still in the game at the same. And like I said, there was possessions where you could have rested KD during this whole game. You know what I'm saying? There are a couple minutes here and there you can give him a quick so he can rest his legs. But like I said, he had to play 48 minutes. I don't know. He didn't have to play 48 minutes this game, not 48. You know what I'm saying? Sharma, appreciate you. Super chat. He said, Bucks fan here, but I'll be the first to say if y'all had the big 3, would have been a wrap in 4. Just saying.
Yeah. Y'all got sweet. I'm glad you know.
Yeah, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro.
Hey, big respect to that, dude. That's a real basketball guy. Like, he has a fan. He's a fan of a team, but he knows what happened. And hey, I don't want your team to win, go win the series, win the chip, but.
Yeah, like I said, that fourth quarter is where I literally saw the Bucks big 3, just like everybody on the Drew Holiday went crazy, Giannis was going, Chris Middleton, the big 3 activated in that fourth quarter, and that's when I got scared. I was like, oh my god, we're really we might gonna lose.
It's so crazy to say Budenholzer out coaching Nash once again.
Yeah. The rotations were really bad. Like I said, it was just players. I'm like, bro, I know it's game 7, but it's like you still got to give people rest, man. And KD's last shot is just a perfect example of resting your most important player, giving them rest. You know what I'm saying? That just proves, because like I said, basketball is all about legs. At the end of the day, you need legs for your jump shot, to jump into your shot, to pull up. Get space, create space. You need your legs. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that last shot, you could he had nothing left.
Yeah, he had nothing left. Yeah, like I said. And even the offense, in the fourth quarter and overtime, the offense is just literally pass to KD and get out the way. It's no, you know what I'm saying? We're not running no plays, not running no sets, not running nothing. You know what I'm saying? The beginning of overtime, I saw a little bit of plays, but I'm like, fourth quarter, there should have been a lot more plays, ball movement, sets, to get KD at least some good looks instead of just ISO. But
I thought Nash had said before this game that he was going to be making some changes and they're going to have a different game plan, and it just really didn't seem that way. Yeah. The only change he really made was switch Brown instead of Green. That was it.
Yeah. The Bruce Brown on Chris Middleton, and that worked in the beginning.
Brown did work. Yeah, you're right. It did work.
But the second half, I think, like I said, the fourth quarter, Chris Middleton woke up and he just started going crazy. That fourth quarter, the Bucks' big 3 just all was, it was just too much for KD. It was too much in the end.
I do feel like if we had, because I think the thing that was most frustrating to watch was that they stopped relying on ball movement, passing it around, and running plays. There was really no play. Every once in a while, you would have a screen or something. It seemed like a play was ran, but it just seemed like there was none of that this game.
And then,
everybody was looking.
Let me read the super chat. Mike Zeri said, "I'd lie if I say I thought this was Brooklyn's year. Shout out to them for putting it pain. Dude stepped up. That's all I can ask for. TLC would have. Oh my god, here we go with this shoulder. TLC would have dropped 30.
Why do you think the ball movement was ass?
The ball movement wasn't good because James Harden, right? The problem with James Harden tonight, this is why I thought James Harden hurt us, because we needed a point guard that could penetrate the lane. I was literally watching James Harden. He would get the ball, right? Bring it up slowly. Stay by the logo. He would ask for a screen. Okay, screen. And then he wouldn't go nowhere. He would just stay right there in the same spot. Another screen. Stay right there in the same spot. We need a guard that can penetrate and go to the rim and get, put pressure on the Bucks defense. He's not doing anything by just dribbling in one spot and holding the ball. And then the shot clock goes to 3. And then he's looking for KD to get a miracle shot. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work.
That's why I feel like that's a big part why I feel like our ball movement wasn't.
Yeah, he was just, you know what I'm saying? It just, he didn't, like I said, he helped us and hurt us tonight at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Him being out there,
But then I wonder, how bad would it have been if he wasn't in there? Would it have been better if you got, a mix of Mike James and him? I just don't know. But it's
hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, and that,
yeah, and his threes he was done. He couldn't even shoot at all. He couldn't shoot at all.
Injuries bit us once again.
Yeah. But props to Harden for playing, though.
At the worst time, yeah.
Props to Harden for playing. But it's just like, it was like a hurt. He helped and hurt us tonight at the same time. You know, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Let me read some comments. Mike James ain't built for this type of pressure. I'm not even saying we have to play Mike James 20. I'm not saying play Mike James 40 minutes. All I'm saying is give him at least some time in. So like, cause like the thing with Mike James, he can get to the rim and then he'll look. That opens up everything, and he'll find somebody on that three to get an open shot. But Harden can't. Harden couldn't get to the rim at all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got a super chat. Yeah, I mean, because think about that too, though. Like, you with Harden not being able to drive, it takes away any kind of lobs. Yeah. It takes away him any like dishing it out to anybody. Yeah. It takes away him getting fouls like he usually does, getting to the line. Like it does.
And the shot clock goes down.
The shot aspect of our game.
The shot clock goes down.
Said, we're talking shit on Harden. Now, no, we're not talking shit on Harden. Yeah. It's just you have a Harden that's injured, and it's like he's given everything he has, and the dude's a warrior, and I credit him for that. But at certain points in the game, if you see the dude struggling, would it be bad to sit him for a little bit to get a little rest?
Yeah.
And try something else? That's a difference. Nobody's capping on Harden. Like, dude's a warrior. Out there with a... Grade 2 hamstring pull, like.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was for him. It was more so rust because he hadn't played, and it was like rust, and like I think he didn't drive because he was scared to get injured, not so much that he couldn't do it. Because I mean, like.
But it's the thing, like
48, then he played 50, then he played 52. Like he's physically, like he's okay.
So Harden,
I think he's just scared, and mentally, he's kind of like the injury is mentally like fucking with him, and it's making him, it's limiting him mentally. Like that's what I feel like it is. But physically, I feel like he's straight.
And you know what this like kind of made me realize? This kind of made me realize like Harden can't really play off the ball. Like if Harden's hurt, then we could have made it, because like I said, it would be better if we had a point guard that could drive. So if Harden's hurt, then maybe like turn him into a spot up shooter. But I don't think Harden's a spot up shooter. He's not like a spot up shooter, right? Like that's not his thing. Because you know what I'm saying? Because it's like if he's hurt and he can't drive, then he can just stay on the wing, let somebody else bring up the ball and drive. Like I said, Mike James, and open up the floor for everybody. But you know what I'm saying? Harden did get some good looks this game, but like I said, his legs was done.
I still think he could have Well, I mean, we said it, like he could have facilitated better. He could have hit some more of his threes, but like the driving, it's like, man, it's kind of hard. Like when you either can't feel like you when you feel like you can't drive, and so that kind of like takes that out of your game. I mean, that's like such a big part of his game. That's how he sets everything up.
Yeah, like I said, he's just made me realize he needs the ball. He needs the ball. He needs the ball in his hands.
Yeah. Like
he can't play like off the ball.
If you fuck up, he'll drive past you, or he'll do the step back. And when you don't when you take one of those out, it's like it makes it you know, it just makes it harder for him.
Yeah. Shout out to Jaden the GOAT. He said Joe Harris is going to China with Kuz. By the way, and Harden had more than hamstring tightness because he couldn't run past Lopez, and Sham played 6 minutes. Joe didn't deserve his. Joe Harris did not deserve his minutes tonight. He didn't deserve those minutes tonight. But like I said, it is what it is. Nash just went all the way. Like I said, and again, I think I said that the same before. I said, Nash is going to play Joe Harris 45 minutes.
Yeah. No, I mean, you could see right away like what his game plan was. And it was like even still, all the little things that we were talking about, not little things, but all the things that were an issue this game. Joe Harris, no ball movement, Harden giving it all but being compromised at the same time. Nash not playing other people. Nash playing the whole starting five, the whole fucking game. Like, even still, we almost damn near won that. Like, I mean, and that's what kills me, is that it's like we're like one, maybe two players away, or if Harden's fully healthy, or, you know, even without Kyrie, it's like if Harden, I mean, there's just so many little factors that are so painful that it's like, we were that close still, even being significantly hobbled. Yeah. And it's like, if you're a Bucks fan, like, you can't be proud of that. Like, you almost got beat by just a pummeled down team. Like,
literally, they should have got rid of us a long time ago. Honestly, like I told you before, I told Saint before this, I was like, we were blessed to be in Game 7, because Game 5 it should have been over. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, KD had to go God mode. He went God mode today, but again, like, it's just when you're fighting against 3 All-Stars, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to beat all 3 of them all three of them on at the same time, like that's when I knew, like, oh my god, this looks really bad.
Drew all of a sudden came alive.
Drew came alive. Chris Middleton. Middleton
non-existent 4 points the whole game, and then fucking all of a sudden at the end he just starts hitting threes, hitting.
Drew came alive. Chris came alive, and then Giannis was eating in the post. So it's like when all three of them came alive, it just really woke me up. Like, damn, like we need.
This is gonna be tough.
We need somebody. You know what I'm saying? We need, like, we still had a chance to win this game, but it's like, it's tough, bro. It's tough. It's really tough to ask Katie to do that. It's really tough to ask Katie to do everything.
Did you think the refs were bad tonight? Because I kind of felt like it was back and forth, and they kind of let them play. I don't think it was. Do you think it was bad?
I felt like it went both ways.
It went both ways.
I think both teams got away with their own calls.
Yeah, it went both ways. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
nah, it wasn't terrible. Somebody said the Bucks are proud. Somebody said Bucks doesn't have 3 stars. What? Okay, I'm not even.
That's just a troll, bro.
Yeah, it's trolling.
That's just a troll. That's just a troll.
Kyrie was truly missed. Yeah, Kyrie was missed today. Shout out Binky Faith. Brian V. I wonder what Marks does in the draft. Yeah, man. We're gonna have a draft night a few weeks out. I think the draft is July 29th. We'll have like a whole draft night, draft week kind of thing.
I'm excited for the off season. I really am. These dudes need to get healthy and to see what Marks can do. Put together a good bench.
That's the benefit of it, you know. Harden, we never gonna have to even think about no hamstring shit with Harden ever again. You know,
get a full off season just to heal up.
Same thing. Well, I mean, Kyrie got injured by Giannis, but like still, like we're not gonna see no hamstring problems from Harden or Katie, like ever. It's gonna, you know, they don't have time to chill and shit.
Holiday wasn't playing as at that fourth quarter he turned into his star self. Yeah, he wasn't playing as a star in the first 3 quarters, but the fourth quarter he turned into a star. He remembered who he was. You know what I'm saying? Drew Holiday remembered who he was in that fourth quarter. He's like, wait, I'm Drew Holiday. Like, I'm Drew Holiday.
He could have attacked a lot more this whole game, and he'd have been able to score. Like Drew could. That was one thing that was kind of surprising, was that he didn't attack.
Yeah. Oh, Rage Polo.
He could have attacked and got what he wanted.
Rage Polo just hit me. Get Polo in here. I haven't heard from Polo in a long time. I haven't heard from Polo in a minute. Holiday hit some. Yeah, he hit some clutch. Shout out to Yvonne. He did hit some clutch shots in the fourth quarter. Somebody said, MJM said that every other day load management needs to cease. Yeah. It's just crazy how like the Nets really focused on load management and resting guys for this moment, and it's still, injuries still hurt us. We still got hurt by the injuries. It's like, it's unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. We did everything not to get injured, to be healthy going into the playoffs, and we still got hurt. You know what I'm saying? We still got hurt.
That's the part of it all.
So in reality, what was it? What was the final tally on how many games the Big Three was actually able to play together? What is it like?
Regular season, it was 7, and then I guess 6. So we played 6 together. Yeah, 6 or 7. We played 6 games together.
That's fucking crazy.
11 games for the whole regular season and postseason put together.
Oh, that's 13, but that's crazy.
KJC Kemp said, first of all, good job. Thank you, KJ. Perhaps we need to improve inside rebounding and trade Harris plus DJ as a package for someone. Yeah, it's interesting what Sean Marks is going to do in the offseason, man. I don't know if Joe really trust me, Joe is feeling worse than anybody right now. He's getting death threats right now. He probably has
he's getting violated.
He's getting death threats right now. We
even had people in Discord saying, "I want to murder Joe."
Yeah, really, really bad, man. It just hurts.
A fan burning Joe
Harris so much, bro.
He's hearing it all right now.
Like, you can't give us 1-3, bro. Just 1-3.
Oh God!
Like,
bro,
just be yourself.
For game sealing, like, shots on like 2 occasions.
Just be yourself, Joe. Like,
game 3 in this game, we would have literally won if he just did what he was supposed to do, bro. It's tough.
Shout out Vino. He said, "Is D'Antoni always do that in the playoffs? When the Rockets played the Golden State Warriors, it was the same 6-7 rotation high minutes. Rockets fans had some complaints." No, I'm not gonna put it on D'Antoni, bro, because he's not the head coach. You know what I'm saying? It's Nash is the head coach.
It on the whole coaching staff, though, bro. Yeah. Honestly,
it's got to be. It got to start with Nash, though. It has to start with Nash. It has to start with him.
It does, but there's no way when you have a rookie coach like that and you have all that wealth of knowledge on the bench. Mm-hmm. Like, it just, unless Nash don't, like, listen to anybody and he's basically told them all to fucking kick rocks, like, I can't imagine that, like, D'Antoni or anybody's not saying anything to him.
How'd you guys feel about that, him not calling that timeout with, remember KD's last shot, that last possession? How'd you guys feel about, like, that timeout? You think he should have called a timeout, or he just should have let KD rock and shoot that shot?
Which one was that?
I'm talking about the overtime. Remember the missed shot over Drew, the three over Drew that KD airballed. Leading up to that possession, it was a rebound. We got the rebound right, down by 2, 15 seconds on the clock. KD's bringing up the ball. We have one timeout.
If he didn't call it, he should have called it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we have one timeout. But then KD just went into
the last shot, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the last shot. Yeah, with Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
If he had a timeout and you didn't use it, that's utterly fucking stupid. Advance the ball, get a set, fucking let somebody.
We had a timeout.
Yeah.
We had a timeout.
Yeah, we had a timeout.
Why you don't use that timeout is beyond me.
Yeah. Let me see what the chat thinks about that. Somebody said, where was the timeout? Yeah, Joe Harris was a scrub all series. Nets should have traded their bench. They shouldn't have traded their bench for Harden.
No, we shouldn't have. It bit us in the ass, bro.
We've talked about that. Yeah. I mean, but then again, if everybody's healthy, we're not even having this discussion. But
timeout.
It is one of those things where.
Oh, this is a good point.
That was one of those debate questions we had all the different times in streams. It's like, would we have been okay? Would have we? Yeah, probably. But then again, it's like you can't fucking. I mean, that's the thing. These guys go down hurt. Yes, then we're extremely vulnerable, and it doesn't matter if KD scores 50 every game. Yeah. We're extremely vulnerable, and you saw that.
But somebody said.
Sometimes I wish we never made that trade. Sometimes I'm glad we did.
Somebody said, I used to think Joe was cool as Sweet Lou, but Sweet Lou never choked his bad. Yeah, Sweet Lou was clutch, man. You saw how Lemon Pepper Lou was doing it. Nets fans putting Joe Harris jerseys on fire. Trade Joe ASAP. Wow. Wow. Yo, somebody's stream is on Echo. Somebody's stream is on Echo. I don't know who it is. If it's really
you did.
Yeah, somebody's stream is hella loud.
I think it's gone. It's gone. You can't hear, right?
Yeah. Oh, is he? Oh. Yeah. I'm just. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm literally lost for words tonight.
Yeah. That's fucked up my week.
Yeah, man. I really don't.
I have graduation rehearsal and all that shit, and it's like I'm gonna just be pissy the whole week.
Yeah.
Like fucking Rihanna could come to where I am now and just offer me a date, and I'll be just pissy.
You'd be like, "No, I'll pass."
Fuck Rihanna. Oh man.
I'll go, but I'll be a bummer the whole fucking day.
Like, is this over yet?
I got a whole off season to watch, man. What the fuck?
I don't even know if I'm gonna watch basketball the rest of the season. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't even. And if people are talking about Joe, I don't think he's gonna get traded, y'all.
I'll just be pissy that it should have been us.
A lot of people saying trade him, but I don't think he's gonna get traded, y'all. Like I said, we just paid him that big money for 4 years, so it's like I don't think they're gonna trade him.
And if he's open to be traded, somebody will take him.
But I don't think people want to take him after this.
I don't think Nash or Marks will do it, but I think somebody would take him if he was going to get traded.
You think teams are going to want him after this?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
His trade value did go down a little bit. It did go down a little bit.
Did he have a bad series against the Celtics, or did he have a good one?
It was a good one.
No, he had a good. He had a decent. It was a decent one.
Overall, in the season, nobody was complaining.
He was all right.
Yeah, and then the season he had I think we all say he had a good season or a bad season.
No, he had
a really good season.
Yeah. So what sucks is that the one time you really needed Joe to be Joe, he fucking blew it. And I get that. And
when it matters. I mean, you get a great season, but if you can't do it when it matters, it won't matter at all.
And now he'll have the stigma that he can't perform in the playoffs and he can't be a starter.
Great shooter for the season, but in the playoffs, he's not.
I mean, we've all agreed all season talking that he should be a bench player. I've said it, you've said it, we've all said it.
Yeah,
but
I said that way before.
It's not a good look for him.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I've been saying if you go back to like months ago, you can watch my videos. I've been saying Joe should come off the bench, and people was coming at me for it. People was coming at me in the beginning, like in the middle of the season. I was like, yo, we should just bring Joe off the bench as a 6-man. And people were like, are you crazy? He's the best shooter in the league.
There was a stream where me and AJ said that, Brian, everybody, like, literally, like, every single comment was about, like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like,
unanimous.
But we all, like, every one of us agreed that Joe should come off the bench.
Yeah, it was damn near unanimous, even in the Discord. Like, Joe is better off the bench.
Yeah.
If he's hot, then, like, that's cool. But, like, he need to come off that bench, bro.
I mean, he performs better when you have a full, healthy team. That's just the reality. Yeah. He has no business being a starter. Yeah. He has no business being in there at crunch time when you need defense. He has, like, you bring him in when you have the big three and one of the big three sits, you can bring him in. Or if you're going to open the second unit up with Harden, you're going to bring in maybe Joe with him. Yeah. And then it was working, at least when we had that. That was the other thing too, that, like, yes, I know we all hated on DJ, and DJ pissed us off this season a lot. Yeah. But it was like there was one time where you had Harden, which is what was working when Harden was basically keeping us alive in the season. Yeah. Where that Harden was hitting that lob pass, he was dishing it out, like it was working at one point, but it's just, you know, and I think that's very situational of why Joe played as well as he did during the season and even Celtics. But the second you remove that, he's not good at all to be in there.
Let me read these super chats.
Super chats.
Yeah, Laidback 91 said, "What are the Nets going to do with Spencer Dinwiddie?" I looked at his contract, and I think he had another year. I think he has another year. Oh no, he declined the player option. I'm sorry. So if he declined the player, because he had another year with us, but it was a player option. So if he declined it, then he's probably going to get either we can do a sign and trade, or he's just going to leave. That's what I'm thinking with Spencer.
Liam, you got one from Liam Oliver says appreciate the stream.
Appreciate you, Liam Oliver. That's what it said. I can't even see them right now. Can't even see them.
Yeah, his said Liam Oliver said appreciate the stream this season. AJ.
Yeah, appreciate you, Liam. Thank you. Shout out to
way below it.
Shout out to ACAB Ferg 7. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, with Spencer, it's like, well, let me look at his contract right now. Hold on. He might get signed. If we don't sign and trade him, then it's weird because Sean Marks could have traded him at the deadline, but he decided to keep him, which was like, why? That's what confused me. Are you gonna keep him? Are you gonna give him a re-sign him, or are you just gonna let him go? Okay, it says here 2021 to 2022, he's supposed to be with us for $12 million, but it's a player option. So since he declined it, I'm pretty sure that he can leave. Well, I'm not sure how that works. If you decline your player option for $12 million, if he declines his player option, does he just leave? Is he a free agent and does he just leave, or do we sign and trade him? That's what I'm confused about. So let me know if anybody knows in the chat. Somebody said Harden is a warrior. Somebody said James Harden playoff curse. Oh nah, here we go. Here we go with the Harden playoff curse. Somebody said the Harden playoff curse. That's crazy.
Nah, dude. I mean, it's not, like you said earlier. It's a double-edged sword with Harden right now. Yeah. Like, dude's hurt, given being a warrior.
Yeah. But
at times it hurt us. But if you take him out of the game, I think things are a lot worse. Honestly.
Somebody said Nash was in over his head. Yeah, he was definitely in. Well, like I said, Sean Marks gave him. Sean Marks put him out there. what happened to DeAndre Jordan? Yeah, we all trying to figure out what happened to DeAndre Jordan. We're all trying to figure out. We're paying that man $40 million to sit on the bench. Unreal. $40 million.
There's something. I'm convinced there's something else. You have a super.
Not 1 minute. This whole playoffs.
$40 million.
There's something else going on. There's no logical reason that I can think of that why he didn't play, even as bad as he has been at times, to not use his experience at all.
Yeah.
To give somebody a rest, to maybe just throw a body at somebody to absorb some fouls so you can give Blake a rest.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like, how many other teams do that when they want to sit their player to get him rest, and they bring somebody else in who may eat up some fouls, at least try to slow somebody down enough for dude to get some rest. Not even.
Oh, the Nets Yes channel just put up who's under contract for next season. It's 10 players. Claxton, Shamet, KD, Kyrie, Harden, Joe Harris, Alizé. And then
by the way, you had Stephen O super chat. He said, "Thanks AJ for all the videos and lives. We get the ring next year. We go hard."
Yeah, appreciate Stephen O. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so those 10 guys are staying, and then everybody else is gone. And then Spencer has his player option. Yeah, the player option thing I'm not clear on that. Because Spencer is under contract with us. So I don't know if it's like he plays and then he declines that year, or that's what I'm confused.
Well, he declines for this coming up year.
So does that mean he's just a free agent?
That means he's a free agent. If he declines it, he's a free agent.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can then sign, like you can trade and sign him, because that wasn't Kevin Durant a free agent, and he still allowed the Warriors to sign a trade so he could get something.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So I think it's this. Did he have a player option, or was it just an outright contract? Because if he had a player option, it's the same type of thing. Because I think he had a.
I'm pretty sure it was a player option. I think it was. I think it was a player option, and he declined it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rage, get Polo in. I guess Polo's hit me up. He said he's trying to get in here.
Hey, some guy named Red just said team chemistry is trash, no leader. No, I don't think team chemistry was trash. I just think when you have that many injuries, and then you're expecting role players to be starters, that it just.
That's a troll.
I know it's a troll. Sometimes you just gotta say some
no
shit.
Leader? That's crazy. After watching this game, how do you even utter those words? After watching those games, how you ever watch this?
They're just here to trash the Nets. Like, they see with their eyes what the fuck happened in this series.
After watching this masterpiece KD just did, and you just said no leader, it's hilarious.
And it makes you appreciate that one Bucks fan earlier that said that super chat said, "Listen, I'm a Bucks fan, but I know that we don't win this shit." It fucking at least somebody's keeping it real.
Yeah. Somebody said we're not playing DeAndre because he's getting traded. No, I don't think he's gonna get traded at all. I don't know.
I wonder if he got into it with somebody when he got benched and was like.
He had to do something,
like one of those things where they sit him detrimental thing, but just don't make it public. Because they're really, what is there? I haven't heard one person come up with any good idea other than just how shitty he played. But I don't know that warrants a complete demotion to not play at all.
Bro, I'm telling you, because he should have played in this series, man. He should have played in this series, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, yo. Because everybody just focused on the regular season. The regular season is a whole different season, obviously. Y'all were trashing DeAndre Jordan, right? The whole regular season and say he shouldn't play in this series. But yet, the opposite happened with Joe Harris. We were praising Joe Harris this whole regular season, and he didn't show up for us in the playoffs. So like I said, that just shows you everything changes in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Everything changes. True.
Yeah, AJ, you're right. Yeah.
What's up, Polo? Long time no see.
In a minute since
Polo, man. What's good, man?
Yeah.
You're getting a couple super chats.
Tell me, wait, hold on. Let me read these super chats, and I'll let Polo speak on what he saw. KJ said, "You think we keep Nash? If not, for who?" Yeah, we have to. We're keeping Nash. I hate to say it, but we are. He has Sean Marks is not going to give up on him after 1 year. Like I said, the second year, if he does this again, then I could see him getting fired. I could see him getting fired. If he looks this bad the second game,
I'm sorry, go on.
Yeah. I don't know. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying that. And what's sad is most analysts and I'm sure even in there, they look at, look at what he had to deal with. Look at all the injuries. Look at the trade.
They're gonna say the trade.
I heard that so many times from fucking analysts and different people where it was just like, y'all are not watching the same game we're watching. Like, you're not. Yeah. You're just looking at the superficial aspect of Nash, and I just no, it's not there.
Yeah. Let me read the super chat. ACAB said, we need more 3-and-D guys such as Gary Trent Jr. and Norman Powell. I don't know about those guys that are really defense like that, but yeah. We do need 3-and-D guys though. We can't get 3-and-D guys through like I said, we don't really have our salary cap is punched, like it's done. So like I said, all we can do is look through the draft, get players through the draft. Maybe sneak a little trade, maybe sign and trade with Spencer and just get free agent looks. You know what I'm saying? People in the free agent steal free agents, like free agent steals,
But see, if we do a sign and trade with Spencer, like, we're hard capped if we do that.
Oh, yeah, we are still hard capped.
So if we do that, we got to make sure it's for the fucking... It's for good.
Yeah, we're still hard capped.
Sean Marks is going to have to wheel and deal this offseason because we are going to be strapped, and it's going to have to be either you're going to have to trade somebody like Harris, trade somebody like DJ. Mm-hmm. Like we don't have a lot of trips. We don't have a lot of things to trade.
We don't have trade value.
And then on top of that, we don't have trade value, and we don't have yes, we have a guy that has a ton of money, but is he willing to break it open and go over the salary cap? That's a totally different question. Mm. And then at the same time, what's he going to do with the picks? I mean, and then what kind of veterans or guys that are willing to take like a lesser deal? Like, it's going to be one of those off seasons. Yeah. Like, I still believe we can put together a decent team in the off season, better bench, better role players than we have now. But it's going to be vintage Magic Sean Marks again.
Yeah, like I said, don't expect a lot of big trades in this season. Nets Nation, like a lot of like I said, it's gonna be draft and signings. A lot of draft and signings. That's what you should like think of. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's drafting, signing, finding those guys that are that get bought out. And you sign those guys.
Finding your Jeff Greens.
Yeah, finding your Jeff Greens, finding your Blake. Yeah, it's gonna be about that. It's not gonna be no huge trade. I don't think there's gonna be no huge trades. I'll be shocked if there's like a huge. But do you think like teams are gonna want Joe Harris and DeAndre? You know what I'm saying? But what would we trade Joe Harris and DeAndre for? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, go ahead, Polo. I didn't forget about Polo. Polo, let's talk about the what you saw tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Like, it was tough. Like, I was weird. I felt bad for KD and James Harden because, like, those guys, like, put that body on the line. But, like, this shit, like, to be honest, I don't want to be. I know, like, people are going to say, like, oh, Polo, you sound like a jet. Like, if everybody was healthy, bro, I believe that the Nets would have beat the Bucks in 5. And I'm not trying to be like rude or anything.
Oh no, you speaking facts though, bro. You speaking facts.
We would have beat the Bucks in 5.
Yeah, you speaking facts. Yeah. This season, you're speaking facts, bro. This season would have been over. I mean, like for the Bucks, if we were healthy, it would have been over. Early, it was early.
So like,
yeah. Somebody. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so like when that Kyrie like injury happened, and then the James Harden injury happened, I'm like, okay, bro, like this is not gonna be our year, bro. Like I was surprised that we won Game 5. Like I was so surprised that we won Game. Like I knew KD was gonna have a great game, but I didn't expect us to win Game 5. And then today, we literally needed one more. Like we needed one guy to like make shots for us to win the series. Yeah, but that didn't happen. So.
Yeah. Like I said, you go back to thinking about those shots. Harden missed a couple threes in the fourth and overtime. His legs were open threes. His legs was done. He couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
Joe Harris, those two opportunities in overtime. I think with 2 minutes left, and then with 55 seconds left, he missed that three, and it was just like, the story of Joe. The story of Joe, man. It's just, It's pain. It's just pain with Joe Harris. It's pain. Yeah, it's pain.
Waste a perfectly good, like, bro, you wasted KD's masterpiece, bro. Like,
bro, and if Joe Harris made those 2 threes,
oh my god,
yo,
he wasted a whole good season.
If he made those 2 threes, we would have won the game, bro. That would have changed everything. And those 2 opportunities were open in the overtime. 2 open threes in the overtime. If he made those 2, it would have been over. You know what I'm saying? It would have been over. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I agree with what AJ said, like, about James Harden. Like, respect to James Harden, but when he was on, like, the ball movement was we lacked a lot of, like, ball movement. Like, every time, like, James Harden, like, had the ball, like, things would stop. Like,
yeah, bro.
Like, to be honest, I would wanted KD to run the offense, but I understand why Nash didn't do that, because he didn't want to make, like, KD tired, even though he was tired. But yeah, KD was, like, done. Him and James Harden were done. Like,
yeah, like I said,
and
like,
then you got Jeff Green injured too, and
and oh wait, hold on, let me read the super chat. I appreciate the super chat. All eyes on me. Appreciate you, bro. He said, "I swear Harden better not come back next season unconditioned and out of shape." Yeah, he got to come back in shape, man. He's gonna come back in shape. I trust that. Like, he's on the team he wanted to be on, so he's gonna come back in shape. But yeah, with Harden, right? Like I said this in the beginning of the stream, he was hurting us and helping us, like, at some possessions. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would bring the ball down and the offense would just stop. And he would call for a screen, and he wouldn't drive off the screen. He wouldn't even use a screen. He would just stay in the same spot. And, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like possessions and possessions in a row. He's just, like, eating the shot clock. You know what I'm saying? Eating the shot clock to, like, 10 or 9. And then at 9, we're scrambling for and this was, like, almost every possession. We're scrambling for KD to get a shot off. You know? And that's just not good.
I see a lot of people saying, oh, go on.
Injury or no injury, he could have done that area, like, a lot better. Go ahead, Saint.
No, and I keep seeing a lot of people that are blaming Harris. Some people say don't blame Harden. It's not that anybody's, like, blaming. It's just it was a totality of things.
Yeah, like
Joe missing those key open shots at those key times. Harden doing the best he can. Nash not playing more than 7 players and literally keeping I mean, there was just a totality of things that made the game tougher than it had to be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I quite honestly feel like if he would have rested some of these guys, if he would have given KD a little rest, like, would have given Harden a little rest and brought in Shamet more, brought in Claxton more, like, because even before, I think Jeff Green was even hurting more again. I think when he came out, he gave us what he had those other games. Yeah. But somebody asked him before the game about his foot, and he said, well, let's just put it this way. My foot's still attached. So dude was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt. You could tell he was hurt.
He wasn't right either. It's a totality of a lot of things, man. Like, and you can't. There's nothing you can do about that. Like, when you got that many things that are kind of you're fighting against, it's like you can point to it all and say it's all this person's fault, all that person's fault, or we should have done this. But it's at the end of the day, it's a totality of things.
Yeah, you're right.
Somebody said Nash told it. Oh no, it's not irrelevant. Somebody said Bucks did exactly the same thing with the minutes. No, I mean, like, what do you mean the same thing? They didn't. Like I said, Budenholzer was.
They played a lot, but he still rested them.
Yeah, what Budenholzer did was he spread out their minutes. You know what I'm talking about? That's how he did it. He would rest Giannis and play him. Like I said, every quarter. If you watch this whole game, every quarter Giannis took a break. Giannis rested every quarter, but he just phased it out. Like, it made it, like, seem like he wasn't resting, because, like, it would be just end of quarter, or he would call timeout with 2 minutes left, let Giannis rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, little things like that. So he kept Giannis kind of fresh. You know what I'm saying? But again, KD played 48 minutes with no rest. You know what I'm saying?
52.
Oh, I'm sorry, 52 minutes with all rest. 53 minutes with all, 53.
Yeah.
53 minutes.
James Harden played 52, 51.
52, 59. Harden played just as 53 minutes, basically.
That's great.
Yeah.
For me, like,
Bruce Brown, 52.
Yeah. For me, like, what I think, like, James Harden's first thing that he should focus on this offseason is just to get in shape, bro. Yeah. Like, I think that's what hurt him this year. He wasn't in shape.
Getting in shape and playing off the ball. Like, he needs to learn how to play off the ball sometimes. Because if he could play off the ball, then, like, well, again, that goes back to coaching, because Nash is not putting no one in that could be a point guard. He's not putting Mike James in. So it's like, if Harden's going to play compromised, turn him into a spot-up shooter. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have to attack the defense, bring up the ball and attack the defense, because he couldn't. You know what I'm saying? He could barely bring the ball up. You know what I'm saying? Every time I seen Harden bring the ball up, it was like some slow, like, it reminded me of, like, those Magic Johnson videos, how slow Magic Johnson to bring the ball up, like back people down all the way down court. That's literally how Harden was bringing the ball up, just backing people down, turn, crossover, back people down. Like, he looked like it was a struggle for him just to bring up the ball. So it's like,
once everybody's healthy, they're gonna have a good offseason. Yeah. They're gonna figure some shit out in the offseason. They've literally had to figure it out on the fly and only got 13 games to play together.
Yeah.
They're gonna figure some shit out in the offseason.
Yeah, I agree.
Guarantee it.
Get some more time together.
Yeah, Nash is not gonna get fired, y'all. I'm sorry, he's not.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't think Nash is not going anywhere, and as much, and I don't think Joe Harris is going to go anywhere either.
Well, we have more than enough data. We can still save his soul. We can still save him. Nash cannot be saved, bro. We have enough data to say that, like, bro, you're not a good coach at all. Yeah. You're not a good coach at all. Like, you are a 2-time MVP. You are like number 3 on all-time assists, bro. But you are a horrible coach. You would think that you would be like, you would think that you would have the makings for like the best coach of all time just by your accolades, But you are, in fact, ass. You are ass. You're not a good coach, bro.
There's nothing saving him anymore. Like, I don't even know.
There's nothing saving him. Joe, like, he can still be saved. I know it sounds, but Nash. I don't care.
There's a couple
season, I don't care if he has good games. Like, he's still ass, bro. I don't care if he can have 3 good games in a row. I don't care, bro. He's not a good coach.
And it's like there was a couple points in this game where we were up by like 8 or 10. I think there was a time we were up by 10, right?
10. We were up by 10.
So I'm thinking in my head, like, you could rest. That's where you can rest KD at least. Rest KD. There's a couple possessions. I swear there's a couple moments in this game we were up by 8, up by 10, up by 6. Those are the points where you can rest KD. You know what I'm saying? And rest the Harden or whoever needs to get their legs under them.
Yeah, I mean, they still came back, so it's like, at least you're giving them some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Nash is he's retarded, and I'm just being honest, like, because I feel like we could win with that. Like, I feel like even Harden not being 100%, like, I feel like a good coach I feel like the point of a coach is like you're supposed to have like this knowledge base, about the whole game from a different perspective than a player, and it's like, what knowledge do you have that James Harden doesn't have, that KD doesn't have, that Kyrie doesn't have? It's like, I feel like he's just not a benefit to us.
Yeah.
Look at somebody like a Tom Thibodeau. He has knowledge from that perspective that he could give to the big 3.
Yeah.
But you just don't have nothing for us. So it's like we really are the coaches. Like James Harden is one of our main coaches. KD, he's just not a good coach, bro. Like, he could coach some rookie shit.
Yeah.
But when you have two champions, one of them is an MVP. You have an MVP. 2 of the most accoladed scorers ever, James Harden, KD. It's like, bro, like, everybody in here on the team. Kyrie is 10 years in. James Harden is 11, 12 years in. KD's 13 years in. So it's like, bro, like, he's just not the coach for this team, bro. We need a good veteran, we need a good coach, bro. We going,
Yeah.
Super chat, Brian B.
Appreciate my guy, Brian B. Was good. We couldn't keep this up Brian V said we couldn't keep this up if we had advanced. It's better than that the big 3 can recover from their injuries and go at it again 100% healthy next season. That is true, man. It would have been a tough year, I think it would have been a tough ECF, bro.
It's gonna be a long off season.
It's gonna be so long.
The ECF, if we did win this game, it would be like I said again, it's just KD carrying again next series. It's just whichever team is still tough.
Huh? Well, the question, but you still didn't get an answer of when Kyrie was going to come back.
Yeah, that's true.
And clearly the other, I'll give Brian, I kind of agree with him a little bit because it's like, so say we win tonight, we do advance. You still don't know when Kyrie's coming back. And you're still going in. And you're still going in with a Harden that is not 100%.
I think he would have grown back to 100% though. Maybe they lose the first Philly game, but I think mid-series or before mid-series he could have grown because he's looking better game by game. He's not like he game by game he's making big leaps. Like
I agree, but still, that's you're in the Eastern Conference Finals against either the Hawks or 76ers, and you're trying to get dudes healthy. That's it. And it's like you're telling me then KD's still gonna have to be the GOAT in that series as well. Like
be exhausted.
And at what point does that man kind of shut down? That because it does get scary. I guess that's what was starting to scare me a little bit was like that's what got this man injured to begin with.
Yeah.
When he tore his Achilles, was the dude was overworked.
Yeah.
Everybody talked about it like, hey, Kerr should have never put him back in or whatever. Like there was that whole debate about him just being overworked.
He was getting overworked in that Warriors team a lot, bro. He was getting
He was.
And he had injury. That's really what it was.
Yeah. So Brian's right to some degree. Like
there's definitely a benefit.
Done it. It would have been a battle.
Yeah.
It would have been a battle. Yeah. But
these series,
like if Kyrie, go ahead, AJ.
Oh no! I said these series are coming. They're coming real fast. Like they're starting Western Conference Finals tomorrow, I think, or in the next. I think it's tomorrow. Like these are games that are coming real. Like the Eastern Conference Finals is probably going to start like Monday or Tuesday, so it's coming real fast. So it's like it doesn't really give Kyrie time. If we did advance, he probably would be coming at the end of the series. Or in the middle of the series.
He already been out for a week though? We don't have a timetable.
Yeah.
Of like. All we can do is look at it and like look at doctor opinions, but that's not official. But hasn't it been like a little over a week?
Yeah, but we don't know like how severe his thing is. So it could have been like could be 2 or 3 weeks before he comes back. On
the bright side, he can just rest up and get ready for next season now.
Yeah, Age just said something. Age TV was just saying like we should probably when we close out, let's close out with some of the positives because there's a lot to be like. There's a lot to look forward to. I know this sucks. Nobody wants to end this season this way. We want to continue to be pissed off at certain situations or certain players, and I get it, and rightfully so. But we do have a lot to look forward to. This is not how we expected the season to go, or let alone what we wanted. But come on, like next year, dude. Like, look the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like
it's just sad because like
it is.
People like KD and Harden, bro. They don't have like. KD's finna be in the last year of his prime. Not saying that like. I think he's still gonna be good for a couple years after his prime. Don't get it twisted just because of skill. But Harden's finna be 32, or he is 32, and it's like they're at the end of their prime, bro. So it's like we want to get moving. You want to.
I think they all got like a good 2-3 years of like really super high level basketball.
Yeah, I agree.
And then things start kind of declining.
All the time.
Yeah. Think of this, guys. Like the Bucks barely beat us with a injured James Harden, and all of the Joe Harris struggling. Most of our guys struggling.
Bro, the Bucks are not shit. Bro, they would have got swept. Like we know that.
The Bucks barely beat us. Like AJ said, they barely beat us.
Yeah.
Like with James Harden,
they may have won a game or two, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Even if we were healthy, they may have won one, maybe two at most.
Two, yeah. But they would not beat us. No way.
Yeah. I agree.
We talk about with everybody healthy. I think it would be a sweep in my opinion. Because like I said, we were on our way to.
Look at what happened.
Yeah, we were on our way to a sweep.
Yeah,
we were on our way to a sweep. Yeah. Those first 3 games, we was on our way to a sweep. And
like we almost won game 3, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like we didn't score for like I think 2 minutes. Like
if Harden was there, we went by like 20.
Yeah, because we were getting stopped. Dude, to be honest, our defense was pretty solid in this series. You know, it's just like when Kyrie left, the scoring wasn't there. Right?
Yeah. Who would have thought we really wouldn't have been complaining about defense, though?
Yeah,
to be honest,
the defense was solid.
We really haven't. That is a positive, though. We really.
Yeah. That's what I told y'all in the playoffs. Everybody plays defense in the playoffs, bro. Everybody. That's why a lot of these games be low scoring. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't see a lot of 130, 100, 40, 100. A lot of these games be 100 or less because it's these are come down to these possessions. Just playoff basketball is all really everybody's playing hard. Everybody's playing defense. Every possession is key. Somebody said I feel healthy now. Somebody said I go hard for my Nets. 22 are here. Shout out AGTV. Can we talk off season, please? And you think the big three are going to retire as Nets? Okay, let me read the list of the people that are going to be here next year. Hold on, let me pull up the roster. The Yes channel just put it up right now. They just put up the 10 people that are going to be here next year. It was Nicholas Claxton, KD, James Harden, Joe Harris, Kyrie, Alizé, Landry Shamet, DeAndre Jordan, and that's it.
Would you guys sign Bruce Brown back?
Bruce is actually on a restricted free. He's on a restricted contract, which means he's under us, but I guess it means if a team offers a certain amount of money, then he could either leave. If they offer him a lot of money and we don't match it, he could leave. But if the team offers him,
can't we go over to sign him? Isn't that part of the deal?
No, but Bruce is he's getting money. If no team offers him more than I think it's 2 or 3 million, which we're gonna pay him for next year, then he's staying with us for that amount. But the team has to offer him.
What's the contract where it's is it? Oh, it's bird rights. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm just out of it.
Yeah, we have bird rights with.
You can. All right.
We have bird rights.
Go over where it doesn't affect you.
Yeah, we have bird rights with Spencer. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have bird rights with Spencer. Yeah.
I'm about to head out. Good stream. Appreciate it.
All right, Rich.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, bro.
I'll see y'all later, man.
All right, bro.
Keep your head up, Rage. We'll be in touch again. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Yeah, well, going into the off season, like I said, all those guys, we have 10 guys staying. We have a hard cap, so it's it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're gonna make any huge trades. Like I said, we have a lot of draft picks, which is good. Sean Marks has a lot of draft picks. We have a first round and a couple of seconds, and then, like I said, we do clear up some cap room with everybody like Blake Griffin leaving, Jeff Green leaving. Well, Jeff Green could get re-signed. Mike James leaving, Tyler Johnson leaving, TLC leaving, Reggie leaving. Who else leaving? Chris Chio's leaving. We're gonna clear up a little bit of cap room, but we're still gonna be hard capped with those big three and Joe Harris's contract, DeAndre's contract. So like I said, I don't expect no big trades.
You should make a.
Yeah, what are you saying?
You should make a whole visual of who we need to get rid of and what we need with the amount of cap we have. What can?
Oh yeah, we get? Yeah. I gotta figure that out.
And the draft too. Yeah.
Somebody said, "Who do you think will be coming back after?" I just told you, Evo. Told you who's coming back. I said we have 10 players coming back.
I mean, there's players coming back. It's just going to be. I just can't imagine that Marks is smart enough that he sees what we need, and it's just going to be a matter of how he's going to put it together.
Marks is ruthless too, so he might make a trade that
you don't expect. There's something. I mean, my big thought is, what are you going to put at the 4 and 5? That's where I'm really I know he's going to improve our bench. I know he is. There's no way he's not. But then my question becomes, what do we put at the 4 and 5? Are we going to get like basement bargain shit? Like, what are are we going to see maybe Blake come back on a 1-year vet minimum and play the 4, and then he goes and tries to get a better? I mean, that's where I'm really kind of interested in, is what else is he going to put around the big 3, where it's just like that's the only bum thing that I haven't liked about our team, is that was like outside of the big 3, we just struggled no matter what for scoring. Yeah, and it's so like it just feels like what I hated was when one of them would sit down, it was like you couldn't necessarily rely on the 4 and 5 to really get you points at all. And it's like we had that with LaMarcus Aldridge, but of course we know how that happened. So it's like that was kind of like, that was a huge thing when we had him, because I was like, oh, okay, here's somebody that can still score. Yeah. Somebody you can rely on to some degree. So I'm really interested to see what he does with the 4 and 5 starting position, because I don't want to go through another season of just go to the junkyard, pick your parts, and try to make it work every game. You know what I mean?
What the Nets need is
able to sit one of those guys without having to use your whole bench.
And what the Nets need, like I said again, somebody said this in the chat before, it's 3 and D guys. Like, first of all, the Nets need bench. We don't even need starters. Don't even think about starters. We need role players and bench players. And the perfect team that we should model our role players and bench players after is the Suns. Like, the Suns have a really, really good bench and role players. Like, they have guys that come in. And that can hit the 3 and play defense. And then they have Cameron Payne. He comes off the bench and he can shot create. He can get his own shot and he can hit 3s too. So we need like a shot creator off the bench and 3 and D guys. You know what I'm saying? Like three guys that can hit 3s and play defense. You know what I'm saying? That Suns bench is like so perfect, the way they built that bench and role players, man.
I agree with you, but what do you think we should do with the 4 and 5 though? I mean, that is kind of a glaring. Like, are we going to get more small ball? Like, or are we, is he going to continue
that's
to
the
go,
thing, like,
I'm just going to keep Joe Harrison at
so with DeAndre, do you think we get rid of DeAndre?
I mean, I don't know if we can, but I still think there's something else going on, and that could be a possibility, but I just can't imagine, like the only way I can see DeAndre being a starter center again for us is if you get some fucking power forward that's like a beast on D or something that can help make up for his inadequacies in there, But that's why I'm kind of like, what are we doing at 4 and 5, and what are we doing for our bench?
Well, I'm more worried about the 4 part. The 4 part is like I said, that's probably what I'm worried about the most. But I'm more worried about the role players in the bench, like I said before. Because like I said, we have Nicholas Claxton and we have DeAndre. So the 5 part is like not glaring to me. I mean, we could draft somebody in the first round, another center, or like a 4, like a power forward. But like the bench and role players is what's glaring to me about this team. You know what I'm saying? That's like the biggest
Claxton
need.
Can make that jump to be a starter next year?
He could have been a starter this year, but it's just that like I said, Nash is just so unpredictable.
He's too young. He was too young.
There's a lot of games he could have started though this year, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he needs to work on his hands and a little bit more of a.
Yeah, he just needs like post moves. He needs post moves.
Yeah, post moves.
Yeah, he just needs post moves. Because
for starters, he needs to get stronger and gain more muscle. I think that's one of the first things he should work on.
Yeah.
Bro, where was that guy who was in the Suns? He's supposed to teach Nick Claxton post moves. What was his name again?
He's chilling in Israel, bro. I don't know where he is, bro. He's chilling somewhere.
What is Stoudemire? Stoudemire got free money.
Bro, he didn't do nothing this whole year.
I still think Mike D'Antoni, Stoudemire, a lot of them motherfuckers on that bench coaching got free money.
Do you think Reggie Perry can make a jump?
No.
He needs more development. Yeah, he needs more development.
He's not that guy.
No, I like Reggie Perry though.
He's not that guy.
I like him.
But I don't think he's that guy either.
He can develop. He can develop. I like Reggie Perry.
Yeah.
But he's gone too, right? Reggie Perry's gone
he's gonna. No, he's under. I think he's like a G League. He's gonna be in our G League. I think that's where because we drafted him. But they didn't have him on the list under contract. They didn't when I looked at the list under contract, his name wasn't there. That possibly
it's a two-way.
Yeah, it's a two-way. That's probably why. So he might be in our G League. I'm assuming he's going to be in a G League with our under the Long Island Nets. If you don't know who our G League team is.
Yeah, but I agree with AJ. Like we should get lead players because and James Harden should try and learn, even though. Yeah, but he should try and learn how to play off the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be perfect, man.
Glenn Brown just said Nets got killed on the boards as well. That is something we do have to address.
Yeah.
If
people that can rebound too.
Whoever our starting power forward and center are, they've.
But that goes into the Joe Harris thing, though, Saint. So because with the big three healthy, Joe Harris is the 4, or KD is the 4. Either one of those guys is. Joe Harris might be the 4.
I listen. I will say it again. I know people have been calling me Joe apologist, and literally got people getting mad at me for how Joe's playing. Like I somehow fucking influence it. People attacking me in fucking Discord, trying to start shit. But I've said all fucking season, dude is a role player, should be coming off the bench. I will be out of my mind if he's a starter next year. There is no reason for it.
Well, I gotta feel like he's gonna be a starter, bro.
Kyrie and Harden. Joe Harris should be a fucking role player, 6-man at best.
Yeah.
You need a true, imagine if you put a true power forward and a true center with the big three. And they secure that down low. They fucking protect it. They can do little lobs in. They can score a little bit, but they grab rebounds. It's over. Joe Harris shouldn't even be in the conversation as being a starter at all. The only reason he was this year was because of injuries.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, and I just, we always said, we should see more Shamet, but the reality is, what did we have to fucking work with? We had trash for options on the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, we had options, and yes, Mike James could come out, give you a good game, but then he wouldn't be there. Shamet, same thing. He would give you a game good in here, and then he'd be nowhere. Joe Harris, he was consistent during the season, and then the first playoffs he was all right, but then he disappeared. Same thing with Bruce Brown. Inconsistent. Great D, always good on D. I'll always give him that, but when it came to scoring options, he was hit or miss.
Yeah.
So I just that is that was what our Achilles was this year, is that we had role players that would come in and not give us consistent role playing abilities at best. And then you tried to make them starters in the middle of the playoffs or at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So going into next year, these can't be your fucking options. You have to change the game. You have to get a legit power forward, a legit center, whether they're the best that's available or not, but somebody who could at least play that role with some consistency, and then you bring in the bench, then you build, then maybe Joe gets better, then maybe you can pick up this guy, that guy. But if you don't address that problem and you keep trying to make fucking role players starters around the big three, you're always going to have that problem. If one of these guys gets hurt, and if one of these guys has to sit down, you're always not going to know what you're going to get.
And it's
that's been my biggest gripe with it all season.
The whole thing is it's crazy because even that next year we're gonna have the big three, but like I said before, it's this whole coaching thing is still a prop. Coaching is gonna hurt us in the long run too, because is Nash gonna stick with the small ball thing? Is he gonna stick with the small ball thing again?
I hope not.
So it's
I hope not.
We don't even know if Sean Marks could put everybody into like this year. He put everything into place for Nash to have the best option, the best, team to go. And Nash still failed. So it's if Sean Marks does it again, gives him all these great looks. What if Sean Marks gets a 4 or 5, this and that? And Steve Nash still doesn't open up the bench, open up the role players, go 7, 8 deep and let these guys develop, let these guys, what if he still doesn't and just continues to run the big three to the ground with 45, 48 minutes, like that. So it's coaching
that's why
still.
I always capped on D'Antoni a little bit too, because you have a complete small ball mentality in that coaching staff.
Oh yeah, but our coaching staff is going to be gone.
D'Antoni influences that. If you don't think other players that should have been your key right there when you D'Antoni as your assistant coach, you should have known exactly what kind of ball you were going to get.
Yeah, our coaching staff is going to be gone though. I truly believe that like our whole coaching staff is going to be head coaches. Like D'Antoni's going to go, Jacques Vaughn's going to get his own team, and Udoka's going to get his own team. So I feel like our whole staff is going to be gone.
I think it's very possible that Sean Marks can go out and build a better bench, and also look for a decent 4 and 5 that can play along the big three. It doesn't. We don't need another star. We're not getting another star.
Yeah, we're not getting another star.
We need to get competent players that can be relied on.
Yeah.
And trusted to step up.
We don't need another. Yeah, we don't need another star. So please don't say we need stars. We don't need another star. We just need role players.
We don't need stars, bro.
Yeah, we don't need stars.
That's just in the
I think like AJ said, I think we need like role players to complement the big three. That's what we need. We don't need like stars.
Bro, like you look at all the teams.
Competent players.
You look at all these teams that are in the playoffs right now. All the teams that are left. The Hawks, the Suns, the Clippers. They all have great benches, bro. All of them have great role players. All those teams go like 10 deep. Like guys come off the bench. The Hawks, Gallinari, Lou Williams, Herder. They coming off the bench hitting threes. Boom, 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 boom. And the scores they keep the score alive. The Clippers, you got Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard hitting threes, Terrence Mann coming, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all those guys, all those teams have a great role player and great like people that surround their stars that support them. You know what I'm saying? Like the bench is really key, man. A bench and role players are really key.
Yeah.
Really key.
Well, and guess what these other coaches didn't do either. These coaches didn't put their players in positions they had no business being.
Yeah.
I have a question. Would you guys rather have DeMarcus Cousins or DJ?
Oh man, it's tough.
What can DeMarcus Cousins really give you right now? I don't think he's really got much left in him either.
DJ's probably a better
DJ's
defender.
Got a lot more athleticism, but
DJ's a better defender. But DeMarcus can hit threes. DeMarcus can hit threes, but. I think the thing with DJ, like I said, something gotta. There's something weird about that, bro. $40 million to not play at all. $40 million.
I'm telling you, something happened, dude.
$40 million, bro.
That's the only explanation.
And then it's like, what are we gonna do next year? Is he gonna play next year? You might as well not play him next year if you're gonna do this. Like, what? I don't get it.
Yeah,
there's something going on.
Yeah. I think Nash should have played Mike James and DJ some minutes.
Yeah, bro. DJ should have definitely. I've been saying he should have been played this whole series, man. It makes no sense. Like he's one of the most physical players on our team, and we're not playing him against the most physical team in basketball, the Bucks. DeAndre is one of the most physical players on our team. If you really think about it, besides Blake and DJ are the most physical guys on our team, and we're not playing DJ and against the whole Bucks team, who's all about physical basketball, pushing, fouling, getting boards, getting offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds killed us tonight. We were terrible on the
DJ
board.
may not have given us everything we wanted, and he still may have done some things that irritate us, like in the beginning of the season. But I just fail to believe that somebody who's been in the league as long as he has, with playoff experience, with veteran experience, that he wouldn't have been able to affect the game in some way beneficial for us. And that was the other thing again, just like we saw last game 6, the thing that, Nash didn't change his game plan at all. And, granted, I think they kind of did a mixture, but they were attacking again without any answer.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
They gave you the blueprint that what they were going to do, and you failed to make an adjustment.
And the thing with like the offensive rebounds killed us tonight, and it's like DeAndre Jordan's playoff. I looked up his rebound average for his playoff career, and his career for the rebound average is like 10.5, almost 11 rebounds. So I'm like, bro, that's 11. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think about back tonight. I'm looking at Brook Lopez just eating the, just give me that ball, give me that ball.
What's it called? The only other player to do that is me. That's crazy.
Bro, and
we already started.
And
Julian came out of nowhere with that.
And dude, and the reason why I was mad that Nash didn't do that, now KD had to score and guard Brook Lopez, and Brook Lopez was like
bro,
posting up KD.
KD had to do everything.
KD was so tired, bro.
KD had to rebound. Like I said, going small, you have to make KD a rebounder because KD was getting double-digit rebounds every game. He had a rebound, he had an assist, and then he had to score like 40 every game. Like he had to do everything.
And then and then he had to guard Brook Lopez, and then he had to switch. Like he was exhausted, bro. Like
he had to guard Giannis. He was guarding Giannis certain times in his game too. Like I said, he was guarding. I saw him guard Chris. I saw him guard Giannis, and I saw him guard Brook tonight. So it's like he was doing everything.
That's why I don't understand why Nash didn't put DJ to like give KD like some rest to like do some scoring and not to guard like because like KD was just doing so much in both ends. Like you can't let KD like play the whole game and let him do so much. You just can't. Like you need to help him. Yeah.
Hey, AJ, Brian V and DJ Chasm hit me up wondering if we were taking more.
Yeah, you can bring them up.
Bring them on up? All right, hold on a second. Pull them in here.
Just tell them to go in the waiting room, and then you just drag them in. That's how you do it.
I can drag them in from kickback chat.
Yeah, you can just drag them in. Yeah, just drag them in from kickback, yeah.
Brian V and DJ Chasm hit me up. Hey, DJ, mute the stream.
Yeah. You can bring them up. Yeah, and also I'm gonna say this, like the offensive rebounds too, like every time like we were up by 3 and we got a important like shot, like Bucks like shot a free throw or shot a shot and then they got an offensive rebound and then they made a 2 or 3. Like that was annoying too.
There was 2 key ones. Like there was one where Giannis missed. I think it was like a late fourth quarter one, or Giannis missed a free throw, and there was an offensive rebound off that. And then there was Chris Middleton. I think he missed a big 3, and they got like a rebound off of that. I remember like 2 important rebounds that we missed, and it was like really really bad.
Yeah. That's when he made the mid range.
Yeah, after that, right? He missed the 3, and then they rebounded. Then he made the mid range. Yeah. I think
it was Gucci. It was Gucci. From what we talking about, the off season or the game?
We're kind of talking about. We're beginning to talk about the off seasons. We're moving towards the. Let's start thinking towards next year. Be a little positive. I think that's where we're headed.
Fuck. Yeah, what do you think? I told you, bro. I seen it coming, man. KD like. It's tough, bro. It was only KD out there. Like it is what it is for me.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Because Jeff Green was hurt. Yeah. Like his foot, like almost you could tell, like the whole game, his foot was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt. You can tell.
Joe Harris, a big disappointment, but for me, I'll leave that to the Saint.
Oh God, dude! First of all, before we go on, like. First of all, you just try to always just coming at me crooked. Like you've heard me what I've said. I may like the player, but I have always, and every one of these my co-hosts will back me up and tell you what I've told you multiple times the whole season. You are making a man do a position he has no business going at. And then all you fools are coming at me like with anger and frustration, like I controlled Joe Harris, like I influence him. So like get off that shit.
Not to cut you off, though.
Come at it a different way.
Not to cut you off, but AJ, Opportunist want to come on here. He's begging you right now. Opportunist. Opportunist.
Just bring him. Yeah, bring him up too. Fuck it, man. This is the last stream, so we just bring everybody up. Might as well.
Does Kyle want to come up here?
Yeah, bring everybody up. Fuck it. Just bring Kyle, Opportunist.
Yo, Kyle. Get up here. Go in the waiting room, Kyle. Because a lot of people was begging you to come up here. Yeah, and that's it.
The thing with going back to Joe Harris though, right? Go back to Joe Harris. It's like even if he did what he did tonight. You know, he disappointed. But it's like next year, is Steve Nash still gonna start him? That's what you know what I'm saying? Is he still gonna be getting all the minutes? You know what I'm saying? Is he still gonna be getting all the minutes? Like we can't control that.
Does it make sense though? A person making $75 million coming off the bench Does that make sense?
It has to be heat. Let me. How y'all doing today, man?
Cook up, bro. Cook up.
Listen, man.
Cook up.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Today was it is a down day. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a down night. Believe me,
75 mil coming off the bench.
But I blame this game. I blame this game on two person. One, Joe Harris. Two, Steve Nash.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Why? Obviously, everybody know why. Everybody know why everybody blame Joe Harris. Yeah. But why I blame Steve Nash was because of malpractice, bro. For 5 straight games, y'all. For 5 straight games. Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, Game 6, Game 7. That's 5 straight games. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna tell me that you keep the same thing over and over again, knowing you would get killed. Like, come on, bro.
Preach, bro.
Then come like 5 minutes left. You know, it was like 5 minutes left in the game. You could just tell it's going to become a crucial bucket. You know it's going to come a crucial bucket. Right. And there was 59 seconds left. Dude missed come to fruition. Dude missed the open clutch bucket that would have made us go up 3 with like 40 seconds left on the clock. That's a huge bucket right there. That's 3. That's 2 possession. That's a 2 possession game.
You talking about the Joe Harris? You talking about the Joe Harris at 50? The Joe Harris at 55?
When he was
Yeah, Joe Harris at 55. Okay.
Wide open. Okay. Then it was just like. Then another thing is that the last possession, you could have called timeout right there because that was I feel like KD had nothing. He has nothing left in the gas. Like, you, as a coach, should have seen that. Call a timeout. Put him on post. Put him in post. Put him in the bucket. But no, you think, man, I got KD. You're like, no, you're not thinking as a coach. You're just thinking, I got to start play. I'm gonna let him do whatever he want. No, come on, bro.
Yo, Loma Loka. Let me read the.
Practice as a coach, and I told y'all from the jump.
Yeah.
Steve Nash is going to F us up in the playoff.
Yeah, he does.
And what happened? Here today talking about it.
Let me read the play-by-play. So just so the chat knows, let me read this play-by-play. So 55. Okay, hold on, y'all. It's 111 to 111. It's overtime. This is from 56 seconds. Joe Harris misses 25-foot 3-point jumper. Brook Lopez defensive rebound. Chris Middleton makes 13-foot 2-point shot. Then they up by 2. Nets full timeout. Kevin Durant misses 10-foot 2-point shot. Giannis defensive rebound. Chris Middleton misses 12-foot pull-up jump shot. KD defensive rebound. This is with 11 seconds left. 11.6. KD gets that rebound. Then he brings it up. He brings it up to half court. That's where I said Steve Nash should bring a time. I'll call a timeout. Like I said, KD gassed. Yeah,
that is malpractice right there. That is straight malpractice. Like,
yeah.
You did not you expected your star player to just take you home. No, you not giving him any justice. Yeah. Come on, man. The man is he just guarded Giannis in that like I think 2 possessions ago, something like that. He guarded Giannis. Yeah. He guarded Brook Lopez. Like, come on, he's out there giving it. You expect him to just come on. Exactly. Come on. He's not. That's what I'm trying to say. Nash was not thinking in that possession, that whole final minute. Everybody just choked. Yeah. Everybody just choked, except for KD, obviously. Everybody just choked.
Can y'all please tell me, does Steve Nash stay here next year? Because in my opinion, if I was him, I would say, okay, for me, let me resign to take care of my family and kids, because he can't be here next year, bro.
He's gonna. I don't want him to be, but he's going to
be here, bro.
I know he's not.
We already accepted that. We already accepted he's gonna be here, bro.
But he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here.
Steve Nash, let me resign. Please let me resign. Like, I'm taking care of my family is more of the right thing to do. That's what I would say if I was him, bro. He can't, because he's not a coach. He's not an accident and
he's gonna be here next year, bro.
If y'all watch the game, right? Coach Bud put Chris Middleton in his spots. He put Giannis in his spots.
He did. Yeah, you're right.
Steve Nash did not put KD in his spots at all, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
In his spots at all,
That's a big point.
He made KD take tough tools.
Yeah.
Tough tools the whole game.
We don't think he could make those, but come on.
Exactly. And he played 48 minutes. That won't work, bro. It will not work. And Steve, bro, we have talked about this the whole season long.
I said it.
rebound. We can't rebound. Mm-hmm. And look what happened today, bro. Today we got crushed on the boards. At least if you're a smart coach, put like Claxton or DJ in for a board.
Yeah.
Like it just had stuff to do.
Who he had in that final possession? He had Jeff, Harden, KD,
Joe Harris,
and who else?
No, are you talking about the final possession? It was Joe Harris. Joe Harris, Bruce, Harden, KD, and
that was too small.
Wait, Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin fouled out.
No, Blake fouled out. So when did he foul out?
Blake fouled out with the
in
overtime. Yeah, he fouled out beginning of overtime.
Yeah. It was too small. I understand putting Jeff, but even with
hurt
there,
he's hurt.
Like, exactly.
His foot is hurt. Like, come on, like I'm telling y'all, like through the whole game,
Jeff was, man, small practice.
Jeff was limping. Yeah. Limping the whole game. Yeah. But with Joe, right? It's like I can't put you on the bench because it makes no sense. The reason why it makes no sense is because you're making a lot of money, which a person in the NBA makes a lot of like money, like you and his.
Bro, we're putting DJ's getting paid $40 million. We're not paying that, but we're not playing him at all.
Bro,
trade DJ, trade. That's what I'm saying. Trade Joe and trade DJ. That's what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day,
you want to trade? Wait, you want to trade Joe?
Yes, I'm trading Joe.
Yes. You have to trade Joe.
Trade Joe.
What about a pay cut? Why trade him? What about a pay cut? Or
a pay cut from Kudo.
No, you can't pay cut. You can't do that. Yo, chill.
What if you know what I'm saying?
You can't. No, Julius Troller. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do a pay cut.
How many years?
4 years. You can't pay cut him, bro.
Oh, see, I ain't know that. I thought that shit was up like next.
Contracts guaranteed in NBA. Yeah.
Yo, exactly. I know it was 4 years.
This man Julian just stay high the whole stream, bro.
Where's Muhammad?
He was not in the 4, bro. I thought what years?
Sean Marks panicked and paid him a lot of money. Look,
Joe Harris?
It's what happened,
That's not what happened, bro.
Okay, so what happened? Explain to me, bro, why this man is making money like this.
This is what I think. I don't think he panicked at all. Why would he panic, bro? Basically, he's like, yo, all right, KD's back. Joe Harris had a good season while KD was out. So this is not a championship window. So he gave Joe Harris the extension because he's seen good things from Joe Harris before. He was like, all right, bet.
And nobody. Let's be honest though. Nobody was complaining about Joe until now. So I mean, it's like
we're complaining about Joe from the regular season. I've been complaining about Joe from the start of the season.
Not like this though. He has not played anywhere
like this.
Joe fell off the planet Earth as soon as this series did.
Bro, listen, bro.
I cannot get Joe an excuse, bro. The slam that he's getting right now on Twitter is deserving.
He deserves it
for this playoff series. Facts, 100%. But you cannot say Joe had a shitty season and he didn't play. No, I know, but hear me out. I let you guys cook up. Just hear me out. It's not being apologist. We're talking about facts. Do we all agree that he's overpaid? Yes. Do we think that he could have got paid good money and another team would have done that? Yeah, he deserves good money. But people weren't giving the same complaints about him right now all season at all.
Because
hear me. I know, but let me finish. I'm just saying now he fell off the face of the earth. He fucking blew a ton of shit for us this series that arguably would have helped us win. And yeah, it deserves it. Should he be getting paid that much money? No, I wouldn't have paid him that much money. I would have paid him probably what DJ's getting, but I wouldn't have paid him what he's getting paid over DJ. Yeah. But you can't sit there and say like, dude gave us nothing. Like,
let me add to what Saint's saying. Let me add to what Saint's saying. Hold on. Let me add to what Saint's saying. Hold on.
Let AJ speak.
I'm gonna add to what Saint's saying about Joe, because he's right. Because going into when Joe got signed, he came off one of the best seasons like of his careers and stuff. So it's like his shooting percentage was crazy. And the only thing I complained about Joe during the season, I never complained about his shooting or anything. I only just complained a little bit about his defense. But the thing is, it never affected us because his shooting was so amazing. That's why until now. But that's why I didn't like come at Joe and like in the season. I'd be like, yo, he's really kind of not good at defense, but his shooting was just going crazy. So I'm like, I could forget about it. But then in the playoffs, it's like everything gets hyper focused, and then we're complaining about his shooting now, which is like uncharacteristic of Joe. Like, bro, like we get you're not a good defender, but if you're not going to be a good defender, give us shots. Give us shots.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me come back at you with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we all year expect Joe Harris to be hitting 47% from 3-point line in the playoffs, where defense is focused on you for 7 straight damn game? You expected that? Come on, man, stop.
You expect 42, 43? Yeah,
I expected 40%.
40%. Yeah,
but opportunities. The only reason why I would push back on that is because with having the big three healthy, I think it would have been a different story. But then again, what happens? Everybody gets hurt, and then what does he do? He fucking makes Joe a goddamn starter for everything and makes him play 40-something minutes where obviously everything we did talk about, the things throughout the season where, hey, he's not good at this, he's good at that. Now, none of that shit matters because, again, and you've heard me say it a bazillion times, you're asking a man to do something that he is not designed to do. So, it's a different thought going into the playoffs with everybody healthy. But with not people being healthy, it just exposes him even, like his weaknesses, like AJ was saying, even more. And then dude's in his head, and he's fucking missing wide open threes.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
Bro. All right. Joe Harris, bro. He oh my gosh, man. Like, he had one job. That's all I'm saying. Like
wide open layups.
Job. Kyrie
yeah, you're right about the wide open.
Look.
Yeah, you're right. The layups I got tied at. Layups, I was like, wait, what?
How you a sniper and you can't shoot like on free throws? How?
That's why I look at like when he. That's why I was saying like if Shaman shoots 1 for 10 and Joe Harris shoots 1 for 10, it's a lot worse when Joe does it because he's a sniper and he shot 48
free throws, my guy.
Yeah, and then you got the free throws and shit. That's why like I look at him like. I look at like him and Jeff and like Bruce, like they're still role players, but they're like high tier role players. You see what I'm saying? So like,
it's sad. Go ahead, Carl. My bad. Go ahead, Carl. My
bad. Here's all right. Let me start off with this before I get to Joe. Steve Nash, bro. This is on him also. This loss. Yeah. When 1,000%. When KD airballed that. I also blame Steve Nash. He was supposed to call the timeout once he got the rebound instead of play to get KD a good shot. Only down 2. You could have just got him that down 2. You had a lot of time left on the clock. Could have gotten that shot. That's on Steve Nash. 2, you clearly see Joe Harris struggling, not hitting shots. He can't play defense. You got to take him out of the game.
Thank you. Yes.
3, you played Claxton 1 second. 1 second, bro. When you clearly need defense and rebounding, you need him you only play him 1 second.
Oh my god.
That's also on Nash too, bro.
Yeah.
He gotta be better than that, bro. Next year, bro, because I already know he's gonna be here next year.
Yeah.
He gotta be better than that.
That's a fact. That's good word right there,
bro. Jeff Green and Shaman, did they even get a shot attempt this game? No. He didn't get no shots this game. That's another thing
where he would have to force up a shot. You would have saved precious seconds. You could have got him closer. So, what about Jeff Green?
No, I was saying that Jeff Green and Shaman didn't get any shots, but Jeff Green was also hobbled too. If y'all was peeping that, he wasn't 100%.
Jeff Green said that at the beginning of the game when they asked him how his foot was, and he says, "Well, I'll just let you know it's still attached." So that pretty much.
But it's like
that pretty much. I've said that already in the stream, but that pretty much told you all you needed to know about how Jeff was feeling.
That's what gets me pissed off about Nash though, because if Jeff Green is hurt, he's literally forcing Jeff Green to go out there. He's hurt, and you can put Claxton in, who's completely healthy and does the same thing that Jeff Green can do on defense. Jeff Green can do the same.
Yeah, why doesn't Claxton
better than Jeff Green on defense?
Because Jeff Green was getting killed by Giannis. I can't lie. I'm telling you, another mistake he made. Like, I hate it.
Steve Nash, you need Blake to get a breather. Oh, Blake is in foul trouble. Don't put Jeff Green to guard this nigga coming over a fucking.
I told you that, AJ. Bro. I told you that in the chat.
How many times he did that? No, bro. I'm not even about to say that. Oh, he did that one time. He did that multiple times, and we knew that shit was not going to work. Come on, that's malpractice as a fucking coach, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
yo, bro. Every time Jeff Green was on Giannis, it was a food for Giannis. Every time.
It was a bucket.
That's what I didn't like that, bro. I feel like this. Every time Giannis was in, Blake Griffin should have been in with him.
Yeah.
Just holding him the whole game. That's it. That's also on Nash, bro.
Or put Claxton. I like how Claxton would guard Giannis though. I like how Claxton guard Giannis.
Backwards as hell.
Yeah, I like how Claxton guard Giannis
too. Bruce Brown had a good game 7. Blake Griffin, he had 17 points. He gave it his all. He did his job. I can't ask Blake for more, bro. Yeah, I can't ask for more. But all right, now, let's get to the grand finale, the main event.
The criminal of today, yeah. the man who stole our hearts tonight, man.
All right, Joe Harris, bro. Game 3, what happened? Joe Harris went 1 for 11. He missed that open 3. Claxton got the rebound. He missed another open 3. We was up. We was up 1, right? Yeah. We was up 1 in game 3, and Joe Harris had an open mid range and he bricked it. And then after that, he tried to take the ball from Drew Holiday, and he fell. And then Drew Holiday went and just laid Bruce Brown up.
No, that was the game winner. Yep.
So look right there. And then again, Joe Harris played bad. Joe Harris not grabbing key rebounds. Joe Harris not hitting free throws.
And you're a sniper.
He has to be better than that. Hit his mid range. Joe Harris trying to drive it into the rack on Brook Lopez. You can't do that, bro. Joe Harris trying to dribble and going nowhere after he dribbles. I hate when he does that. like, come on, bro. Game 7,
go off, bro.
Everything is on the line. The game is tied. Joe Harris
missing layups.
KD sets up Joe Harris for an open 3 to take the lead. Joe Harris could have had his John Paxson moment to do that, and he blew it right there.
Yo, go off! Go off, bro.
Joe Harris has been terrible this whole series, bro. It's no excuse for him. He's getting paid $76 million, bro. When you get paid those big dollars, you have high expectations.
That's a fact.
That's the thing. You have high expectations when you get paid that big money, bro. And he just didn't show up. Yeah. And that's why he's getting killed right now, bro.
Yeah. Yes.
The criticism is justified, bro. He deserves the criticism.
Let me interrupt you right there. Did Sean Marks put that pressure on him though? By giving him that bread, did Sean Marks put that was it Sean Marks' fault for paying him that money that gave Joe all that expectations?
Sean Marks seen the potential in him because he was having good seasons over and over, shooting the ball well. I don't blame Sean Marks, bro.
I don't blame him.
I disagree with that. I blame Sean Marks, but go ahead.
I can say this. I blame Sean Marks for not getting another big man when LaMarcus Aldridge went down. That's something I could blame him for. He just got Mike James instead.
That's true.
That's what I could blame him for.
That's a valid statement. Yeah, that's a valid reason. That's a valid statement.
Yeah, it's a valid statement. Go get a big man.
Yeah, I've been saying that. As soon as LaMarcus went down, I said that, bro. When he got Mike James, I was tight. Even though nothing's taken away from Mike James, he's a good player. But still, I was tight when he got Mike James because I'm like, bro, we don't need him. We need a big man.
We need a big man. That's what I said too.
Even though James Harden played on one leg, I respect him for it. Like, he went out like a warrior. He tried to fight. He tried to fight through it, bro. I respect him. A grade 2 hamstring, that is hard to play with, bro. Hopefully he gets healthy, Kyrie gets healthy, and they all regroup and stay healthy next year and try to win the championship. But Harden did a lot of dumb shit. Like, for example, he would just stay atop of the key and just
hold the
waste
ball.
Mad time on the clock and then force KD to take a bad shot. Yeah. That's not going to win his ball game, bro. Over and over again. You seen how many plays where KD took a deep bad shot because of Harden having the ball in the stands forever, doing nothing with the ball.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where Harden went wrong too. He should have been set up KD. He just made KD take uncomfortable shots. Yeah. Kevin Durant, he did what he could. He played 53 minutes, bro. He gave it his all. Yeah. I can't be mad at him. He's still getting slandered on Twitter, of course, because he got haters, bro.
Yeah.
But he gave it his all on that court, bro. He did what he could, bro. It just
this is what I said,
bro. But I feel like Steve Nash is a big part. My fault, DJ. Steve Nash is a big part of this game, bro, because you gotta realize if you're Steve Nash, Joe Harris, he's not hitting shots, and you realize he's not a good defender. You take him out of the game, bro. When you need stops, when you need stops down the stretch, and he's not hitting shots, you take him out of the game. That's what you got to do, bro. You really played Claxton for 1 minute, 1 second. One of our best defenders.
He brought it in for inbound.
Talk about it, bro. Talk about it.
Nash, something is wrong with Nash, bro. So I can't. Nash is not off the hook, bro. But I feel like this. This is what I feel like in my heart, bro. If Kyrie would have never went down and Harden would have never went down with that hamstring injury, we would have won this series, bro.
People got upset at me in the chat, right? Because I said I'm Bucks in 7, and the reason why I said that is because, this team is not no joke, bro. The Bucks is not no joke, bro. They got Giannis, Middleton,
3 All-Stars.
I mean, they got a lot of. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And people were saying, DJ Chasm, chill for me. No fifth. I'm like, open your eyes, bro. This team is elite, bro. This team could win the championship.
The thing about the Bucks is
before we got injured. Did you say that before we got injured? You said that before we got injured.
No.
I said it
after. Yeah, I said it after. I said it when we lost Game 6. I said it when we lost Game 6 because I'm like, what do you mean? Bro? This team is elite, bro. This team could win the chip, bro. Like, KD can't carry. I mean, with this team, and people is making like a fun of him and saying, LeBron did it. I'm like, are you crazy, bro? LeBron didn't fight a team like this before, bro.
He did not play. He did not play a 2-time MVP and a defensive player and a borderline All-Star, bro.
Exactly.
In 2018, this is who LeBron played in 2018. The first round he played Victor Oladipo and won 7 games. Victor Oladipo compared to Giannis? Come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Preach, y'all preach it.
He played the Raptors. DeMar DeRozan compared to Giannis.
Stop it.
Third round. Not even Giannis. Not even Giannis. Chris Middleton.
Rookie Tatum.
Chris Middleton.
Yeah, Kyrie.
Chris Middleton.
I'm talking about 2018, Julian.
Alone is elite, bro. He's elite.
And then look. With Kyrie, he went through Al Jefferson, Paul George. The Bulls, like he didn't really play. He did not play in the East like this. How the East is constructed right now.
Yeah,
he did not play against that's bro. 2-time MVP. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
When his reign going through the East, bro, was not like this, in my opinion.
Bro, KD tried. He tried, bro. He gave it his all. There's nothing that he could do. This team is for me right now, and we're hurt. It's better. It is what it is. It's just facts, bro. Like, and it sucks for me that we got hurt. It sucks, bro, and I hate it, bro. I hate it.
Yo, guys, can I say something real quick?
It is what it is.
Like as soon as Kyrie went down, like that's when I kind of figured I was like, yeah, there's no way we could win.
Exactly, no way.
Because like KD lost his Robin. Let's be real. When we lost Harden,
I disagree.
We had to depend on Kyrie, and Kyrie got injured. But you're saying if Kyrie was playing, we still would have lost this series? No, we would have won this series.
No. Obviously, no. Here's why I disagree with where you said that if Kyrie went down, that we would have lost. I just think we should have won Game 3. We should have won Game 3. Yeah. We should have won Game 6. We should have won Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like
we weren't gonna win Game 6.
The reason why we were still Game 6 was still close until fourth quarter.
Nobody was scoring except KD. Like everybody was off. Our bench.
No, Game 6 was close, Brian V, because we was down 5, and then Joe.
Yeah, we
fouled
won
out.
it. But that's when we
that's when everything went down.
But be honest. Was the bench playing like trash?
Yeah,
of course.
Game 6. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean that has to be acknowledged here. We can put whoever you want to say is the real reason, but
everybody had a everybody had a signature game this year. But this series, every role player had a signature game besides Joe Harris.
Either way,
had one.
continually the bench played like ass, and we constantly relied on KD with an injured Kyrie and a half injured Harden.
And this is where Joe Harris is supposed to step up.
Of course, nobody's denying that. That's not a defensive thing, but you got to look at the totality of the whole thing. It's like you're missing that. Like the whole fucking bench, the whole bench played like that. Okay, so the bench were there the whole time.
Can I say? Here's why I disagree with you.
I'm just saying.
I am looking at the totality, bro. I'm looking at the totality of 5 games, 5 straight games. 5 straight games where we had opportunity to win this game, this whole series.
Yeah,
and
don't disagree.
When we needed Joe Harris the most, the man was a no-show.
And don't disagree with you again. So I don't know why you keep bringing that up. What I'm trying to tell you, though, and Brian T just said it, was that the bench played like ass, but you want to just go to one player. So stick with what he's saying. That isn't a fair evaluation of our team during the playoffs. Our bench all around sucked ass. One game good here, one game there, that's fine. But you have
hold on. You can't tell me that. Okay, Blake Griffin. You tell me that Blake Griffin was not at least guarding up, or at least like scoring.
But he wasn't the bench. He was a starter.
Okay.
Blake gave everything he had.
Okay, hold on. Let's switch to Bruce Brown now. You did okay, cool. Bruce Brown had that dumb moment in what game? Was it game 3? Cool, he had that dumb moment. Cool, no problem. Yeah. But you gonna tell me that even despite Bruce Brown's lack of shooting, you tell me he was not locking up? Yeah. You tell me he was not locking up?
Great D, but offensively it was hit or miss.
I don't give a damn.
All I'm saying is that he said that the bench played like ass, and we all agree. So I don't know what the argument is about.
At the end of the day, those those others, they still give you more than Joe Harris. The guy.
Nobody disputed
yeah, but you're not expecting the bench that we have. You can't expect that they're gonna score like 20 points. When Uncle Jeff scored 27 points in Game 5, the game that I went to, that was a completely gift. You don't expect that to happen. And plus, he was coming off of injury. Like, look at him now. He couldn't barely get up. Like, that dude was completely injured. We were just injured.
It's him and only. I'm sorry. It's Steve Nash. That's it. There is no total.
And you're not wrong that they cost it, but you can't say they're the only reason. That's just pure.
Look, in my opinion, next year, Joe is making a lot of money to come off the bench, and so he can't come off the bench. In my opinion, trade him. That's my opinion.
But for what?
Like a center. I'll trade him for a center. If I'm Sean Marks, I'll call the Pacers, and I'll say okay, so what are you gonna do with Miles Turner? Because Sabonis is your star, right, center. Yeah. So tell me, if you want to trade us Miles, and we could a package on DJ and Joe for a Miles Turner, then
you guys keep bringing that up, but that trade's never happening though.
It's like who really wants DJ though? Who wants DJ?
It can't happen.
It can't happen.
It could.
There's a very low chance of it happening.
Very low.
You can't expect DJ and Harris and that's it.
That's being realistic.
Why not try though?
You can try. Yeah, you can try for sure.
Exactly. So let's try.
Okay, but if you were the Indiana GM, you'll take that trade? I wouldn't.
Joe Harris?
No, they would want.
Joe Harris is good enough to trade.
No, they would want Claxton. They would want Claxton too. They would want Joe Harris and Claxton.
Yeah, they would want Claxton. They would want draft picks. They would want more than just Joe Harris and DJ.
And KD will say, yes, do it. Do it in a heartbeat.
Of course, we would love Miles Turner, but it's just you have to be realistic. That's
Joe Harris' value is down at an all-time low right now, especially after this choke job he put up in the second round. It's down, bro. Yeah. I don't think the Pacers are dumb enough to do it right now. Especially
his value dropped after this. His value dropped after this.
They're probably going to want some draft picks. They're probably going to want some picks though. Do we have picks?
Yeah, we do.
Also already got Doug.
We have right now. Hey DJ, right now we have a late first round, and we have a few second round picks.
We have a ton of second rounds.
The problem that's going to happen with us, and why a trade, like AJ was saying earlier, that trades are like big trades like that are very highly unlikely, is those assets are going to be a huge part of how we build our bench, and we can't just go dumping 2 players, 3 players maybe, and then our picks. That leaves us with nothing because we really don't have a lot of money to play with. So Sean Marks is going to use those picks as part to build our bench. That is going to be huge. It's just I don't see Sean Marks taking 2 players. Like we'll just say we'll play your, like what you're saying for a minute. You throw Joe Harris in there, DJ. Somebody brought up that you probably want Claxton, and then they're going to still maybe want a pick or 2. It's like for Miles Turner, it's not beneficial to the team as much as we would want that guy, and as much as we would like to get rid of those guys. You're going to basically handcuff your whole team and being able to build something for next year. Because you're giving away 2
guys. For me, 3 and D guys. For me, I think that we need that. We need 3 and D guys. Yeah, man, just like 3 and D guys.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but all I know is that Joe Harris cannot be on this team next year because he's a liability. Like, he's just a liability. I'm done with this clown. Like, for real. I'm sorry.
Nah, you have a right to feel that way, bro. You have a right to feel that way. I feel you on that, bro. Yeah, it's a fact. I mean, like,
I think I could forget Joe Harris ever again for this shit.
Yeah, it's just the fact that what gets me so mad is that he doesn't bring anything on. If he's not making shots and he's not playing defense, you gotta take him out. You gotta take him out, bro.
You saying it, bro?
Yeah, you gotta take him out, bro. You gotta take him out. That's what gets me mad.
He's not a 3 and D guy. He's just a 3 guy.
Yeah, you gotta take him out. Like, and I blame. That's what I'm saying. That's why I blame Nash, because it's like he's out there for nothing.
Put him on the floor.
He's 44 minutes, and there's players that like I say, with Claxton might not be able to score, but I know he's gonna lock up. Bruce Brown, he's gonna lock up. You know what I'm saying? There's players out there that can get out. You know what I'm saying? DJ, I know he's not going to be the best defender, but I know he's going to get you 8 boards. You know what I'm saying?
But, AJ, but I kind of disagree with the whole DJ stuff. I feel like as Steve Nash, you couldn't put somebody as like DJ where you haven't even played him a whole first round, second round. You haven't even played him in the regular season, the last regular season. You stopped playing him. So I don't think it was in his best favor to put somebody in that fire.
DJ got to go.
God forbid, he just fumbles the whole bag. He has like a couple of turnovers there, and just get blown by Giannis and just get dunks on, and he has a couple of defensive lapses. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say he shouldn't have done it. I'm just saying I get why he didn't do it. But the other stuff of putting Claxton in, yes, do that shit. Like he's not working. Joe Harris is not working. Do that shit. Even I was asking for Shaman at times. As much as bad as Shaman is, I was asking for Shaman.
The moves he should have made tonight was he should have played Shaman more. He should have put Claxton in. He should have played Shaman more. He should have taken Joe out, put Shaman in more for him. He should have played Claxton more. Should have rested Blake a little bit more. He shouldn't have he should have acknowledged that Green didn't have it tonight because he was limping, and he should have gone to Claxton more, and he should have also brought in the idea of bringing in DJ some. Those were his major fuck-ups for me tonight, whereas that you should have sat Joe, you should have sat Green, and you should have given Blake a little bit more of a rest and KD a little bit. Like that's where I had a problem, where he literally made 0 adjustments. And that to me is like you're not allowing your team to be fresh down the stretch when it matters. You're basically asking the other team to beat you.
Swaggy said, we
need a real coach. We can't keep with this.
That's what I said.
Hold on. Let me read what. Hold on.
Honestly, I've given Nash the benefit of the doubt so many times, but he like you said, saying he just doesn't make any adjustments, and like
0 adjustments.
Yeah, you can't have that in the playoffs. Like how are you not going to play DJ? Like, Brook is destroying everyone in the interior. He's not even a great rebounder, but it's going to be easier for him because there's no one that's going to contend against him. Like, I don't understand Steve Nash. I think it has to do a lot with D'Antoni with his small ball.
Right.
But hopefully when D'Antoni leaves, it changes. All this thing changes. It has to change.
D'Antoni has got to go.
Another thing, D'Antoni got to go. Another thing I also felt he should have done was that doing like possessions where, it got stale. Like, I feel like he didn't adjust, like, for example, when James Harden dribbled, there was too many possessions where James Harden dribbled the clock where it was 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. KD has to come up, get the ball, dribble, and shoots a miracle shot over and over again. He did not adjust to that. James Harden's not having that. Put Mike James in, or call a timeout. Put him in put KD in the post in a favorable position where he can score. But it's just, I don't know, man. I don't think Steve Nash is the answer. I don't think he's the answer. I really don't.
Unfortunately, though, I think you're stuck with him though next year. Hopefully, the only hope that I have for the coaching staff is we get rid of D'Antoni, and because I think AJ was saying it, we're gonna have like mad openings in the coaching staff, and hopefully, to God, Sean Marks brings in guys that bring a more balanced approach to the team next year instead of the small ball and don't make any adjustments. Like, I mean, I'm pretty damn sure like the Nets are going to address their player issues, but I just can't imagine that Sean Marks is not going to address coaching issues as well, because there's no way you're building a team like this and you're just going to let a first-year guy that clearly doesn't know what he's doing
never been to the finals
run wild with a team like that. I hope to God that's a pot, like going into the next year, if maybe we can transition to like looking forward to next year and being positive that like there's got to be some changes. And I do, but I believe in Sean Marks. He's made a couple mistakes. No GM is perfect, but over the long haul of Sean Marks has single-handedly made this team what it is today. Like, from the get-go he got in, he changed the whole makeup and complexion and attitude of the Nets, and I highly doubt that he's just going to drop the ball right now, knowing the position that he's in going into next year. And the fact is that we're going into a next year with a healthy fucking KD, Harden, and Kyrie. So that is something we have never had this year, and we still had an amazing year in a lot of ways. Like, if you want to look at positives, considering what we had to deal with as a Nets fan and watching this team, we still had a fucking awesome year with dealing with so much bullshit.
If I had one wish, guys, oh fuck, man, I wish we could get Greg Popovich. I know it's a dream, but fuck, man.
Bro, what are you
opportunist? Greg Popovich ain't coming, bro. He's gonna retire before he leaves Spurs, bro. It is what it is.
And that was Brian V, bro. That was
me. But no, I know it's not gonna happen. But I don't think he's contracted anymore with the Spurs, so he's probably gonna retire. But man, Steve Nash is not a good coach, man. Like, I know that's KD's boy, but yo, they gotta. Oh fuck, I know we're not gonna fire Steve Nash, but yo, he is a big problem.
He's a problem. That's what I'm saying. Like, he just like has to like resign by himself. Just say, I pick family over like on this right now. I'm sorry, I have to go, because he has to go, bro. He's not a coach, bro. He's not a coach.
I agree with you, but he ain't going anywhere, dude. Sean Marks is not going to trade him. You have more of a chance of trading Joe Harris than you do Steve Nash.
That was Sean Marks' biggest mistake, was allowing KD to be like, hey, I want Steve Nash. He should have been like, nah, man, we need like someone experienced.
I don't think he wanted Steve Nash.
In theory, it worked, though. Because KD wanted him. I'm just saying, in theory, in the beginning, when they signed him, it seemed like a positive. But once the rubber met the road, it doesn't work. But, like, KD liked him. There were players that were speaking for Nash. Like, Sean Marks had the connection. So in the beginning, to them, it looked like it was a great idea. But unfortunately, I also think there's a lot of people that have an outlook on Nash that he did good this year, that are in important positions, which is scary to think.
Yeah, I think those people are just like casuals that don't watch Nets games at all. Like,
and AJ just said it. AJ, sorry to interrupt, but AJ just said it. Like, AJ just said Sean Marks and Steve Nash played together in the NBA. So from their perspective, like, players liked the idea of Nash, and so did Sean Marks. So that's why we got that. But hopefully Sean Marks has enough balls to get with Steve and be like, hey, bro, this needs to change. And I hope that Sean Marks can see where the coaching staff needs to change drastically. Like, it needs a more all-around balanced approach. I cannot stand small ball. Yes, the big three and whatever you put around them, they're going to put up lights-out number, but I don't think you need a small ball coach to have that happen. Like, it just...
Well, when has small ball ever worked? Like, I just don't understand the philosophy.
It has worked. It has worked.
But when?
Look at D'Antoni.
Only Golden State.
Yeah, only Golden State. But they had something more. They had good. They had good D. They had guys on their team that were stepping up. And they played all around. Like D'Antoni.
We don't have defense. We don't have defense. Our defense is whatever.
Somebody was sticking up for D'Antoni the other day, and I'm like, dude. Like, yes, AJ said, yeah, he's an offensive genius, but his shit has never worked. He's never won the chip. He's never gotten there, and he always sticks. And that he did the same thing because, like, being an older person, I've got to see D'Antoni coach for a long-ass fucking time, and the same problem he had, Nash had, and that's why I think he's such a huge influence on Nash, and I hope somebody else gets in there that can influence him, was... The dude never changed his game plan, and he stuck with it all the time. And at the end of the day, his shit failed. And that's who Steve Nash is learning from. And that's what scares me.
Yo, Saint, who do you think would be like a good replacement for D'Antoni in that role? Like a good former head coach that could like get Nash into like a good like rotation and something like that.
That's willing to take a back seat like that? Fuck.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, like, because the thing is, like, Steve Nash needs help. Let's just be real. Like,
he does.
He needs like that mentor, and D'Antoni was sort of that mentor, but his philosophy isn't great. Yeah, absolutely. He was just not the right person for this task.
He was the wrong guy to bring in to fill in fucking Nash's head when he clearly was way above his head, like coaching. That was the wrong person.
To all the Harden fans, D'Antoni is half the reason y'all favorite player has never won a ring. His shit is literally shit is literally not proven. It literally has never worked ever at all. At least when he's doing it.
Yes, right? Where are all the Harden fans in here that came over that used to know D'Antoni and know that guy is a huge fucking reason why our team, way Nash coaches the way he does. I guarantee it.
I see tendencies in the way we run our I see D'Antoni in our offense. I've said that before. I see him. I see the influence. I see it very clearly.
Swaggy said Jeff Van Gundy, but I don't think Jeff Van Gundy would take an assistant job, though. I don't know about that. I don't know.
I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed. This shit pains.
But let's be like, I know we're all pissed, and we have all our reasons. We've talked about it 8 bajillion times tonight, and it does suck, and it's gonna hurt, and we'll probably wake up tomorrow feeling a little more shitty. Yeah. But let's at least look. Let's not just end on a fucking total negative, especially on the stream. Like, there is a lot to be positive for, dude. There is a lot to look forward to, and I feel like that's something we should center on. Yeah, we can sit here all night and even all week. We'll probably be all week complaining. But, like, let's at least kind of transition to, like, looking for the good shit next year. Because what other team is going to have the luxury of going into next year with a healthy KD, Harden, and Kyrie?
Finally.
Finally healthy, starting the season together. Like, all our dudes are going to get time to play together. Claxton's going to get a lot. I mean, especially when these guys get together in the off season. Like, the guys that are sticking around. But AJ said last word soon, so we'll anybody got anything pressing they want to talk about before we get to last words?
Like, one thing I want to talk about is, like, at the end of the day, like, Milwaukee, like, how long has that team been together? Like, 4 seasons, I think? So they've been playing with each other for a very long time. This Nets team was just created, like, out of, like, thin air pretty much. So I think going into the offseason, we're going to have, like, better opportunities to bring in players that are going to fit better in our role. And, like, and people are probably going to take some less money to come to Brooklyn.
I agree.
They want to win a championship. So I think there's going to be good opportunities out there.
Because you got to imagine, when we made that Harden trade, you basically just started over with a brand new team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like already a nice chunk, already a good part into the season. You just basically made a trade that completely changed the complexion of your team, and you had to start over. And then they didn't get to actually play together till the fucking end of the season. So yeah, I agree. Yeah. I do think it's gonna. There is a lot to look forward to next year. People that are gonna want to, like Jeff Green type players, that are gonna want to come here, that are gonna be good for us. Who they are, don't know yet, but I do believe it's gonna be. You know, if Sean Marks can pull like a Blake Griffin and a LaMarcus Aldridge at fucking buyout, I can't imagine that we're not going to be able to do something like that in the offseason.
All I know is that I need Blake back. I need Jeff back. I need Bruce Brown back. And that's it. Everybody else can go.
It'll be interesting to see who comes back. It sure will.
Yo, that's what. I'm out though, but
just
hey,
keep your last up. Words. Give your last words.
Yeah, just keep your head up, bro. It sucks right now. God damn, son. But
so is this the last stream of the year?
Yeah,
what AJ's gonna do? AJ, this will probably be a last stream for a little while. It's what AJ, we were talking yesterday. AJ probably won't stream for a while, but when things start cooking up, like getting into the draft, we're probably gonna have like a draft. Draft free agents. We'll probably have a few live streams when it's coming around building the team and stuff like that. He did talk about that, but he said he was going to take a little break for a while. But he's basically going to go through a rebranding and come up with some new shit. And he's also we're going to do some of those different shows when we start getting close to building the team together. So it'll be a break for a little bit. He'll probably do some vlogs or maybe even a random video here and there, but he's got to take a little break.
We're gonna be back though. We're gonna be back.
Yeah. So why don't we start those last words real quick, and we'll just go like DJ.
All right, I'll go first. Next world for me. So we here. I know it's tough that we lost, but hopefully next year everything is for me like good. Next year, man, it sucks, man. I'm sad right now, guys. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't be excited, but damn, son. Damn. Stay safe, y'all. Hopefully next year, so we back. All right, y'all. I'm out. Talk to you on the chat.
Yeah, I'll say my last word. Next world, listen, just keep your head up, man. You know, obviously we're gonna get killed come Monday time, but keep your head up. I'm telling y'all, next season is gonna be special. So I have a feeling Sean Mark gonna do his thing, but take care, y'all. See y'all next time.
Later, brother.
All right.
No Limit, you still here? You want to do your last words?
Yeah, bro. Yo, it is what it is, bro. We just didn't get it done. We was hurt. Hopefully, Harden could learn his lesson by not coming into the season out of shape anymore, and just get in the lab, get healthy, and just regroup. We still got next year, bro. Like, we'll be back. Trust.
All right, bro.
Later, bro. Brian V, you want to hop in there with some last words?
Yeah. So, I just want to say I'm very proud of Kevin Durant. Like, he gave it his all. Like, to me, he's still like the best player in the world. I know he had to carry it a lot, but it is what it is. We just have to be optimistic about next season. That's when it's really like our main window to win a championship. We'll have the big three. They'll be healthy, and we'll actually like have like a real like full season together.
And hopefully Sean Marks, he brings in great players in the offseason. Hopefully we do something special in the draft, whether we trade or get a steal. But, at the end of win or lose, this is my team, Nets forever. And love you, Nets Nation. Take care. And don't worry, man. We'll be back.
Sweet. All right. Who want to go next?
My last words is just going to be long as hell.
Are you going to fuck everybody again?
Yeah, it's going to be toxic, but then I'm going to just be on the positive shit.
Go for it, bro. Let it rip.
All right, fuck. Let's just get the toxicity out the way, Fuck the Bucks. Fuck Giannis. Fuck Thanasis. Fuck, what's the one on the Lakers name? Posted.
Making us look sour, bro.
Fuck Drew. Everybody stop till next year. I don't know. Fuck everybody. Fuck Drew. Fuck Brand Forbes. Brook Lopez is cool. He always been me my favorite player for the Nets. Fuck Mike Budenholzer. Fuck PJ Tucker. Fucking turtle head ass motherfucker. Fuck the Packers. Fuck the Badgers. Fuck the Brewers. And fuck Wisconsin sports in general. Who else hates us? Oh yeah, fuck Boston. Fuck the Celtics. Fuck the Pats.
Fuck Lucky. Don't forget about Lucky.
Oh yeah, fuck Lucky. Fuck the Brewers. Fuck Danny Ainge. Fuck Robert Kraft. Who else? Oh yeah, the Knicks. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck Julius Randle. Fuck who else? Fuck Emmanuel Quickly. Fuck that nigga Mitchell Robinson. Fuck Tom Thibodeau.
AJ said, "Don't forget the Lakers."
I'm gonna get to them in a minute. I'm not gonna say fuck Spike Lee. That's New York. I can't disrespect Spike Lee. Who else? Okay, let's get to Lakers. Fuck LeBron. Fuck AD. Definitely fuck Dennis Schroeder. Fuck that nigga Montrezl Harrell. Who else? Fuck Kyle Kuzma. Fuck. What's his name? Fuck Alex Caruso. That motherfucker went couldn't miss a 3 versus us early in the year. Fuck LeBron again because he started flexing versus us, but he wasn't even playing. So yeah, fuck him. Fuck Philly. Fuck Embiid. Fuck Ben Simmons. Fuck Tobias Harris. Fuck Matisse Thybulle. Fuck Ben Simmons
fuck
again.
Glenn Davis. I'm gonna just get that out. Fuck Glenn Davis. Somebody get hurt in real life.
Fuck Glenn Davis too. Double fuck Ben Simmons. He talked all that shit like he can clamp Kyrie, and he went ahead and dropped 37 on your dumbass on great efficiency
in 3 quarters.
And fuck y'all cheesesteaks. Fuck Cassidy. Fuck Meek Mill. Fuck Freeway.
They're saying this is going to get demonetized. You might want to slow down on the F-bombs.
Yeah, all right. So I'll just
Let's go to positive. Just say F.
I got
AJ says he doesn't care, so let it roll.
He don't cool. All right, bet. So
AJ just said he don't care.
He don't care. F Adam. Fuck Adam Silver. Nigga, he could have put a call in to help us get this win in. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Fuck Joe Harris and fuck Steve Nash. On God, fuck them both. They better not show up on Flatbush. It's gonna get crazy. I swear to God.
They're about to have a second pandemic and stay inside all
y'all was already supposed to do something about that.
So if they show up on Utica, I swear to God, if they show up on
all the Brooklyners, DJ, Kyle, all the New Yorkers, y'all supposed to do something about that a long time ago. We ain't forget. AJ
didn't do anything when he went to the game.
Yeah, that's it for the fuck you. So just the shout outs to James Harden for playing basically on a grade 2 hamstring. He really did not need to come back this series, but he still tried to give an input to this team on basically a bum leg. Shout out to KD for giving us basically if he was healthy, an MVP season, coming off an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
This, we literally told this man to do anything. We asked this man for so much, and he just basically delivers on every single occasion with no questions asked. Shout out to Nets Nation. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Chat and Stream. To build this community in such a short time is so great. Facts. I didn't have much places to talk Nets until like I really ran into here, and now I'm like on like a co-host on this shit. So like shout out to whole Nets Nation and everybody in the chat. And finally, shout out to the trolls in the chat. Make sure y'all like the video or dislike it. I don't know, because keep us in the algorithm. You know, thank y'all for y'all views, and don't worry, we know y'all gonna be back next year. Y'all can talk all that shit. We know you're gonna be back here next year. So we'll save some seats for y'all. Make sure y'all wipe y'all Timbs off when you come back, though. You know, yeah, on to next year, because we, you know, let's really take a look at this roster and make some changes. Like, now we fully have a genuine period to take a look at this team and make the genuine changes we make, and we have the right GM for that. So, like, just shout out to the chat, shout out to the show, shout out to AJ. Chubbs is up.
Later, right, Chubbs. Thanks, brother.
Shout out to everybody. 5.1K, you know, within one season. That's actually a lot. You know, a lot of people don't hit 5K, and it takes some people years to hit 5K. So that's what's up. For people who are newer, you know, it's gonna be a break, you know, until this next season that's when we'll start streaming again. But for the newer people, we have like there's been pretty much streams for every single game. So like if you want to go back and look at them, like, and it's like it'd be like 2 hours, 3 hours. So like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to go, you know, be entertained and shit, y'all go watch all them streams back and run it up, you know.
Nice.
So
the whole season, I can't believe we have a whole season of streams.
We have a whole season's worth of streams. So like, even though we're gonna be gone for a minute, we'll be back. Talk about free agency and draft stuff. But go look at all, especially if you're new. Go look, you know, go back and look at all them streams.
Yeah, man.
But other than that, you know, if you in Discord, you know, we still gonna talk, obviously.
Yeah.
And just hold it down. Don't, you know, when AJ come back this time, he pretty much gonna be here, but he trying to do some different shit.
Yeah.
You know, but just hold on. We gonna be back. You know.
Yeah.
Try and enjoy. You know, for everybody that's in the Discord. You know, but just overall, just good shit. Good shit. We had 800. We had almost 900 in here today. There's been 3 games this series where we had pretty much 1,000 viewers.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a big jump. I'm glad that we were able to at least get that leap before getting eliminated.
Yeah.
And shout out the big 3. You know, everybody gave it they all. So it is what it is. If we was healthy, the trophy. You know, that's all it is.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna miss. Is Muhammad in here? I fuck with Muhammad. I'm gonna shout out people.
Oh wait, love you too, Yvonne. Shout out Yvonne. Yvonne, I love you too.
Shout out Yvonne. Shout out Nisha. Shout out.
Oh, Nisha too.
Muhammad. Shout out Real Royal.
If you think about it, all the true heads are here right now, closing the stream out.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's facts. Shout out Real Royal if you're here.
Yeah.
You know. I can't think of who else am I missing that be in chat all the time?
All our moderators are Isaac, Justin Luckett,
Justin. Shout out Justin, bro. That's my Kyrie. Bro.
Brian V.
No, shout
Brian
out.
V. Who else? I'm trying to think about all the people who Oh, the Dr. S. Shout out Dr. S who come up here.
We gonna need you later on in the year.
I'm trying to think of everybody who came up here. So many people came up here, man. Shout out everybody, man. Everybody that rocks with me all around the world, like Philippines, UK, London, Australia. I get so much DMs from people all around the world. Nets worldwide, for real. Nets worldwide. New Zealand, Iceland, so many places, man. It's crazy how much like Nets fans is everywhere.
Damn, bro.
Couple different people in Africa.
Yeah, Africa. South Africa. Yeah, South Africa.
Like
MJ Zaire. Shout out.
Cool or something. Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. MJ Zaire, man.
Damn, bro, it feel like the last day of school, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it feel crazy, bro. It feel crazy.
Steven
said thanks, AJ.
Steven, appreciate you, bro. Steven, thank you for such a bro.
Yeah, I mean, on the real, like, I'll just go into my last words, like, with Julian is, like, all said and done, like, I'm kind of, like, yeah, I'm bummed. That's not how I wanted the season to end. But at the same time, it's like, AJ, what, like, Julian said it earlier, and I was talking to somebody at work because they saw me fucking with the channel, looking at shit, and I was like, I had nobody to talk Nets basketball with. And then finding your channel just, like, opened a whole new world of, like, Nets fans. And, like, what you created really, really, really made this season, like, even though we're going home second round, it's still by far one of the best seasons I've ever enjoyed. Yeah, got the kid and all that going to the finals. That was great. But, like, this year, like, I really, really got to enjoy Nets basketball. And it was like a daily thing. It was something I always look forward to after every game. So it's like, and shout out to whoever's still in here right now. Yeah. Like, because a lot of you guys were here from the beginning and are still here. Yeah. And it's like, that's what made Nets Nation. And it's like, we all didn't agree at times on this guy or that guy or what we should do here. But it's like, it all came from, like, love for the Nets, like, wanting the team to do good. And now we get to go into a next year with, like, a lot different setup. Yeah. Starting fresh. Guys are going to be healthy, building a better role playing. Like, everything's going to fall into place next year. Yeah. And the fact that we were able to, the Nets, I'm saying we, but the Nets were able to do what they've done this year with as many issues that they've had to deal with is pretty fucking incredible. So next year's a whole different ball game, and it's going to be a lot more exciting. And I personally don't think we are going to lose next year at all. It's not even going to be an issue. It's just going to be a massacre next year, in my opinion, for sure.
Stephen O.
I'm happy. I appreciate what you brought. Oh, you had another
Stephen O. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. He said one more. See you next year, my bros. Yeah, man, this is crazy. I was getting emotional thinking about, like, not talking to you guys for a while, like the stream. I mean, but like it's been a crazy year, and like, again, shout out to Saint, Julian, Rage, Chubbs. Like, these guys have, like, really took it. I've started this channel, but they've made it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't have brought it to the next level without them, and we're going to continue to bring it to the next level in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to grow, we're going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hopefully you stay with us during this journey to grow better. You know what I'm saying? So we can grow, like, as a family, you know, as a Nets family, Nets Nation family. And like I said, and again, at the end of the day, I didn't start this channel for money. I didn't start this channel for clout. I didn't start this channel for notoriety. I just, like I said, me being from Brooklyn, being from New York, it's like, I started this channel because I was going on YouTube and I didn't see any Nets talk. You know what I'm saying? I would look through constantly every day. I'm on YouTube. I see Stephen A. say 2 words about the Nets. I see Skip Bayless say 2 minutes about the Nets. And I'm like, this is not enough. I need more. You know what I'm saying? I need more Nets content. And one day I just was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? And I took that chance and it worked. I took that chance and it worked. And it worked out for me. So that's all it was. You know, just a genuine love for the Nets. I didn't think anybody was going to listen to my videos. I didn't think anybody was going to, like, support my stuff. It was kind of like a diary. It was a diary. In the beginning, it was a diary to myself, just like about the Nets, you know, just a diary of my thoughts. And it grew to this, which is crazy. And like I said, I love all you guys. I love Nets Nation. I love everybody that's supporting me and everybody from day one. It's just a crazy journey. Like I said, I won't be gone for too long. But like I said, we'll be back when the draft is July 29th. That's not that far away. We'll be back for draft night. You know, any big major news, you know, I might stop everything and come back. But I don't think any major news will happen until, you know, off-season draft. So that's when we'll probably be back on stream. And again, make sure you guys, if you're not on Discord, we definitely talk on Discord every day. So we talk basketball all day, and let's talk all day on Discord. So if you're not on Discord, make a Discord and join up the Discord.
Do any of us have the link?
Yeah, let me see if I can find the link real quick.
Let me see if I get Rage to dip on and drop it.
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right.
Yeah, I'm going to try to drop the link in here.
Yeah, like Discord's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, Discord's not going to go anywhere. Yeah.
It may go quiet a little bit, and it may not be as active, but
yeah, Discord's
going to still be there.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's like being able to text message people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, though? You seen that Avengers movie when Thanos was like, fine, I'll do it myself. You seen that before? That's what you said, AJ.
Yeah, bro. I'm really serious, bro.
Glove on, he was like, that's what AJ did.
That's literally how I started the channel. Like, I'm like, I need more Nets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fiending, bro. Fiending to hear just somebody talk about the Nets. I just need one person. But it's like every time I look on these shows, they only have like 2-minute segments or like 1-minute segment. They don't even go into detail. They don't go into detail about the Nets.
It's disrespect.
Yeah, but now I didn't know the Nets would blow up like this. So now that the Nets are the most talked about team and everything now. But when I started it was just like nobody really cared about nobody really cared. But now everybody cares. So that's what's crazy.
Discord.
Yeah, I pinned the Discord, y'all. That's a Discord. Let me do some last minute shout out. Oh, shout out Mike Gwitty. Yeah, shout out Gwitty. Swaggy said thanks for taking Harden from my channel. Yeah, Swaggy. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Swaggy. Oh, shout out to if you guys don't follow Swaggy, subscribe to Swaggy too, man. He has a good channel. He does like everything NBA, so you guys can get the whole NBA in that channel. AGTV. Thank you. Yes. Khalil, respected journey, Khalil, my guy, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, it's real shit, bro. It's not even like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't start this for no clout or nothing, bro. It was just for real. That's why I feel like we grew, because it's real genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's real genuine shit. It's not no fake,
AJ, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, AJ didn't do this for no clout, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He been had contracts. He been had 10 days. He been had vet minimums. He been doing that. So like, don't disrespect that man like that. He from Brooklyn. And,
it's still surreal, bro. It's still surreal.
That, AJ, think about that. You started this shit, and you brought 5,000 people together.
Yeah.
That at one point or another throughout the season, throughout the stream, like, those 5,000 people have tuned in or watched your shit later and made comments on the video. And that's like off of a whim, off of saying, fuck it, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, bro. It really started like that.
I parlay that shit into how the Nets are. Mm-hmm. Here we had a team that got jammed together, added a new thing, and they had to make that shit work. And going forward next year, it's going to be even bigger. And I see good things for the channel as well. Yeah. I mean, there's no way it doesn't get better next year.
Yeah, we're going to get better. Nene, appreciate you. SAR26, appreciate you. Lamech, thank you, bro. Cartier, thank you, man. Vintage Nick, I'm trying to shout out everybody before I go. Who else is in here? Jay Sonny, what are you going to do now that the season's over? I'm just gonna take some time to like reflect. I'm just gonna keep an eye on everything, what people are saying, and trust me, I got so much people talking. People are talking mad shit. Like, if you guys could see my DMs right now, it's just it's like 100 messages of just trolls, just like, fuck you, I told you that suck. Like, it's like a whole bunch of trolls. And as Nets Nation, like, you guys are gonna get pummeled on Twitter. Trust me, y'all. We're gonna get the next week. It might not even stop till the playoffs is like over. We're still gonna get trashed for weeks on weeks on weeks. Trust me, y'all. It don't matter. People don't care about the injuries. At the end of the day, they don't care. They don't care that Harden was hurt. They don't care Kyrie was down. They're just gonna be like, and that's but just stay calm, keep your faith, know what we have together, know what we have going into next year, know the real circumstances that we were under. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, real basketball people will tell you the truth. Like, okay, the Nets didn't have Harden, the Nets didn't have Kyrie. It was KD fighting against 3 All-Stars, a good Bucks team. People will know, if you really, really know basketball, it was like that. But if you're just a hater or another fan of another team, then they're gonna come at you and try to get you agitated, try to get you mad, and tell you, Nets are a super team that lost and failed and you failed, all this stuff. But just know what we have and know what Nets World is for real. Just know what we have and know what Nets World is.
Not everything is negative.
Yeah.
We have some shit to say about our team and we get frustrated, but it's not all about being.
Yeah.
You got to deal with what you're dealt with sometimes. It's not all negative.
Yeah. But just be prepared for the hate. The hate's gonna come strong.
The bullshit.
Trust me, I'm gonna be with you too. Might not be on stream, but I'm gonna be feeling it too. Because like I said, people hit me up I was getting hate just from posting videos way before when we started. Even when we were winning, I was getting people just talking shit to me in the DMs and stuff. But so I know it's like it's gonna keep going. So you just gotta take the course. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going nowhere. I'm still Nets World, Nets Nation.
Always.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I know what. Hey, if you've been a Nets fan, you know what it likes to lose.
Yeah.
So this shouldn't really bother you.
Yeah, it shouldn't really. If you're really facts, it shouldn't really bother you. If you're really
a Nets fan, you should be like, all right, that's cool. Dust it off. We'll see what happens next year.
Yeah. Trust me, and I was in that Barclays Stadium when we had D. Will. I remember I went with my aunt on Christmas, and it was literally the Nets versus the Pacers, and it was Paul George was just killing us. Paul George was killing D. Will and all them, and I'm just like, oh my god! It was like literally in the bar. I was in the Barclays, and no one was around. Like it was like I had the greatest of seats because no one was there. Like how Nets tickets used to be so cheap back in the day because like they were so trash, and my aunt got one of the best seats in the house, and I just appreciate it for like dealing with me, begging her and stuff like that to go to the game and stuff, even though like the Nets weren't good. But little things like that helped me make this, grew my love for the Nets and make me, start to channel, stuff like that, all that mushy stuff. Yes, hit that like button. Appreciate you, AG. Somebody said this ain't the bubble.
Yeah, this guy's a troll.
SKTS, we've been through way worse. I'm grateful to make it.
Why they gotta be toxic?
Yeah.
We're closing out 173 people in there and they want to troll.
Yeah.
Like, go to bed.
SKTS, we've been through way worse. I'm grateful to make it to the second. Yes, SKTS, appreciate you, bro. King of the gifts. SKTS is king of the gifts.
Shout out SKTS. I'm in the Discord with you, bro.
Yeah.
And SAR. Hey, we can shout out SAR too. SAR's been holding it down too in the Discord chat. He's always been a positive.
Yeah.
Always looking for the Nets to win. So shout out SAR's.
SAR, yeah.
Yvonne, fucking Nisha.
Yeah, Nisha's been in the chat. We've seen Nisha's on Discord now, so we got Nisha. Vilone, Brazy. Then we'll hear how unfair our squad is. Yeah. Like I said, there'll be as I said, you're gonna hear all the little tactics about the Nets. You're gonna hear all this shit talk, man.
Hey, I just got a thing from Rage, and because Rage dipped out, and he's just like, he had some shit to do, and he's like, there wasn't much to say. He said, but I'm really proud of AJ and thankful for everyone. Mm-hmm. One of my co-hosts that did this with me. It was a great season. I enjoyed every second of it. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, appreciate Rage, man. Let me say it for Rage too. And Andre Drummond's still not a top 20 center. I gotta say that for Rage.
That's true.
Yeah,
Brooklyn Way with a little Jersey swag.
Shout out to
Rage is the one who helped AJ like learn the Discord shit.
Oh my God, Rage! Yeah, Rage we gotta give credit to Rage because first of all, when I first met Rage online, like it was like because I used to do IG when I first started. I never did YouTube streams. I did IG lives, and after the game, I would stream the game on IG live. And after the game, I might like leave the chat up and just talk to like people who were in the chat. And Rage was like one of the first people to hit me up on the IG, and then I like went live with Rage, and then I started getting DMing. We started getting close. Then he told me about Discord, and then I was like, Discord? I mean, I've heard of it. I'm from around people, but I was like, yeah, I've heard of it. No, I heard about Discord, but I just didn't like grasp what it was. Like I was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like when you hear about a new app or you hear about a new something and you're just like, oh, forget that. Like it's like a TikTok. When TikTok first came out, I was like, I'm not going to know too. I hear about TikTok, but I eventually made one eventually. It's like Discord. So I hear about Discord. He's like, yo, get on Discord, this and that. You know, so I appreciate Rage, man. Rage really brought me good support, man. Just a lot of people support me, like all you guys, man. Like I said, it's just support all the way around.
You remember when like we didn't know how to do roof calls at first, and like we had three late night 10 o'clock games like in a row, and it was me and you, bro, talking to like 3 a.m., bro, and then we figured it out. Yeah. And we got raised in here.
Yeah, bro.
We got a little journey. You know what I'm saying? A little journey.
Bro, like I said, we really crazy. It really started from, like, if you really know where we came, like, started from, it's really crazy how it is now.
That shit was ratchet as fuck at the beginning.
Yo, if you're in this chat right now, go.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
The first stream I've ever did.
Go find that stream, y'all.
Yeah, the first stream I ever did, it was when Harden got traded. It's a terrible stream, but if you go watch that, you're just gonna be laughing. You're gonna be laughing at this. You're just gonna look at the live chat and you're gonna be laughing. It's terrible. So
and a lot of the funniest shit too is like usually the last like hour of the streams. Yeah. It just fucking. I'm gonna have to find a new hobby because some of the shit that we've talked about and some of the shit that's been said, it's just been some of the funniest shit.
Yo, it's mad comedy. These streams be comedy at the end, bro. It's just jokes all around, bro. But yeah, that first stream was crazy. I was like, "Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hello, Julian." I'm like, "Rage, can y'all get up here?" No, I was like, it was just crazy. It's crazy what we went through and like. Everything we went through, and it's a crazy journey, yo. Oh, Aaron Christie. Oh my God, I appreciate you, Aaron Christie. Been a day one. Aaron Christie's been with me for a minute.
Day one.
Big Three. No, the Big Three's not playing the Olympics. They announced the Olympics before. I know. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal confirmed. There's a couple people confirmed, like Draymond. I forgot what the list was, but yeah, the Big Three's definitely not playing the Olympics. They got invited though.
I want those dudes to rest.
Yeah, no Olympics.
I want this off season to be dudes resting. The guys that are sticking around, I want these guys getting together at some point during the summer, playing together, and just vibing because I think that's going to be. You're telling me once the Big Three like really know how to play together, that's going to be disgusting.
Yeah. You think Joe Harris should go to the Olympics because he got invited?
I mean, if I was Joe, I'd probably hide out for a little while.
Hide out.
You know, because people are not going to let him. Like he put that stink on him about not performing. I mean, it literally took one series.
Yeah.
It literally took 4 games for people to just go from liking him.
Yeah.
And respecting him to some degree to absolutely hating him and wanting to do unmentionable things to him. Like that's sad. And it's going to take a minute for him to
get that off him.
Yeah.
It's going to take, he has to go to the playoffs and redeem himself. So.
Yeah. You think he should go to the Olympics and try playing more, like get used to playing under pressure. Maybe that will give him, some.
Yo, there's this YouTuber, the man said, Joe deserves no food for a week.
Starve that man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel bad for the dude because he wanted to play good.
Yeah,
but yeah, for sure. Nobody's more
I mean, I know people hate the man right now and they just don't care and they want him gone. But I just think he's gonna be back. Yeah, and hopefully, what I'm hoping with Joe is that this was what like the rude awakening to him learning, like growing, like in his basketball game of like what his strengths are, what his weaknesses are, what he needs to improve on, and at least know that if he ever gets back into this position again, what's expected of him, because it was a little too brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Joe though. Hopefully he'll be better next year, man.
Because I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think they're trading him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Aaron Christie, the stream hurts to end, man. I'm trying to end it, but it's like it hurts. It does hurt to end this. This one hurts to end, yo.
I don't even care that I have to get up at 3 o'clock. I pretty much expected that fate, like going to work. Like I'm just fucking. I'm gonna just like. I'm not even gonna shave. I'm just gonna fucking roll to work.
Yeah, this hurts, yo. Damn, son. Damn.
We're gonna be back. It's not gonna be a full year. We saying next year, like next season, obviously, but that's gonna be like What, October? You think October?
When does the season start? I always kind of
it's gonna start on time again. Like they're gonna go back to like it being on schedule now. So I think probably like October, November.
Yeah, September, October. That's not that. That's not that bad. It's
preseason October, and then regular season.
Yeah, no, that's like 4 months away, 4 or 5 months away.
Yeah.
We're almost done with
July.
June. Yeah. So it's not far. Like before you know it, we're gonna be doing draft. We're gonna be picking players up. Yeah, like it's draft is in July, right?
Yeah, July 29th.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's a bum way to end it this way, but I'm sorry. There's just too many positives to look forward to with this team, and quite honestly, I enjoy doing this with you guys more than I really sometimes enjoyed watching games. Like straight up, like you did. No, you guys, hey, the fact that you brought me on like out of nowhere, and we're like keep coming up, and the fact that we're all able to like it just. I think that's the one cool thing about you, AJ, is you have an ability to bring people together, and it works. And you have
really happened with that. Saint
was
Rage was like, how do y'all feel about Saint? You know, that are like coming on board, and we was like, yeah, bring. Like, what the fuck? Bring Uncle Saint on board.
Bro, the first time I heard Saint, like...
Me and AJ
the first time we brought Saint up to talk, I knew, like, your knowledge was out of this world. Like, because like, you had so much knowledge that we didn't have about the Nets, like, earlier on before we were born. Because, you know, you had the OG knowledge. That's why I always knew that you were the OG. Like, you had the OG knowledge. So I was like, you had to come up here and bring, like, that OG knowledge. Because, like, you knew about the Nets before a lot of these new fans, because we have so many new fans now, so they don't know like the history of the Nets, but like you brought something to the table. Like I had to bring you, you know what I'm saying? I had to bring you up here.
No, I appreciate that. I may not know everything, and I may say the wrong things, or I'm like sometimes I think something's going to turn out a certain way and it doesn't, or hey, I happen to support a player that fucking blows it, and then everybody thinks I'm responsible. But like whatever. I mean. This is the game of basketball. If you're a fan and you like to analyze shit, like sometimes you're going to get shit right and sometimes you're not. Yeah. But I do appreciate that because you guys definitely brought something good to my life in my older years.
Yeah, bro. Like I was like, I knew you had to bring up Saint, bro. Saint knew. Yeah, first time I heard you talk, I was like, oh, he knows way more than, you know, the casual, the regular Nets fan. He knows a lot, way more. So I said KD's the best player in the world. That's a fact. Yeah, appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, I will agree 100%. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Watching what that man did this year and in these playoffs, like people need to shut the fuck up about KD not being.
He is the best player. He is, man. You can't argue it now. Legacy.
He single-handedly almost beat the Bucks.
3 All-Stars.
Literally, like with a game or two, with somebody chipping in, like you had Green one day, Brown one day, but like single-handedly, this man almost won us a Game 7, like almost won us a whole series to go to the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I've always loved like KD over LeBron, just the style. Yeah. I think a few years ago, I thought LeBron edged him, and for the last few years, I thought they were equal. But like officially, you know, like KD's the best right now, bro. Yeah. You know, especially with LeBron being older and with the performance he just had against the Suns, it's like, bro, KD got that. Especially when KD's getting 10 assists, it's like that's kind of what LeBron had over him, is that he would get maybe like a few more rebounds and he would get a lot more assists than he can give you 11, 12 assists. But when KD starts to give you 10 assists, it's like, okay, so like that's closing the gap on LeBron.
And I said, and as a KD fan, like I just want to say this, I'm so happy that it ended. Not like I'm happy that he got to show the world what he really is made of. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people put some disrespect and spit and disgusting stuff on his name after he did the Warriors thing. And that was his decision at the end of the day. It's his choice. But you got to respect that he is the best player in the world. He showed you what he could do. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that teaming up stuff and all that stuff. Like I said, he showed you with a semi roster, the capabilities of what he can do and how he can carry, and you got to respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people put him hate on his name. He joined the 73 team. Okay, but he has a new chapter, and he's doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Building it from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? Building it from not the ground up, but like how do you say it? Building his own team, creating his own. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he's not. This isn't 73.
Yeah, not 73 and 9.
Him and Kyrie kind of started it kind of is like not building it from the ground because we're not gonna disrespect like Karras and all that.
No, not disrespect it. Not the ground up.
If lucky, maybe get past the first round.
Yeah.
At like barely a playoff team.
Yeah.
And when you added KD and Kyrie, that made it a championship team.
Yeah.
So the thing about KD is, this is really good for his legacy, bro.
Yeah.
And I haven't really seen him in this position before. And you see him doing clutch stuff, but like as the sole person, as the sole person, bro, doing this was so good for his legacy. I think this is the highest points in a game in a Game 7 ever.
You got to give him his respect, bro. Facts.
You have to get his legacy.
And the thing is, like, KD's always had my respect because from OKC, I knew when I seen him play. Like I said, I've been a KD fan since Texas. When I seen KD get drafted by Seattle and start to develop in OKC, I knew he could do stuff like this. But people just put it under the rug because Russell Westbrook, Harden. But the thing is, like, those guys got drafted with him, so it's like people don't think about KD leading those teams is because of Russell and Harden, but those guys all got drafted together. So KD was the best player on that team, but I guess it got overshadowed. It got overshadowed because of Russ and Harden. They just thought like, he was riding, he had the all-stars with him, this and that, but he really like built that team from the ground up. OKC was really where he built a team from the ground up. If you really want to talk about building a team from the ground up, that
team was always top 2, top 3,
facts. This team, he just called Kyrie. Well, Kyrie called him and said, "Yo, let's make something with Brooklyn. Let's get it done with Brooklyn." And then he came to Brooklyn, and things happened. But yeah, exactly. He's been so inspiring. And again, big shout out to KD, man. Kevin Durant, man. I used to wear 35 in high school. That's crazy because of KD. When I used to play on my high school basketball team.
Yeah, bro. Shout out
KD, man.
KD, bro. He, inspiration. He get a couple more rings, bro. He gonna be itching in at that. Itching. First of all, might already be the greatest scorer of all time. I love Kobe, but before this season, I still had Kobe like number 2 or number 1.
Yeah.
But like, fuck, bro. KD is 49 from the field for his whole career. The only other person who is 49 is LeBron and MJ. But the thing about it is LeBron is a prime. He's been a finisher majority of his
career. He be dunking everything. He just dunk layups.
It's not as impressive. Like MJ and KD, for MJ to shoot the type of shit that he does and shoot 49, that's really crazy. KD's 38 from 3 his whole career. Like,
they just have a beautiful all-around game.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can murder you. They can murder you from every angle of the court.
No weakness.
Mid range. They can dunk on you. They can post you up.
KD's game is just it's flawless. No weakness in his game. Flawless. No weakness in his game. Nothing.
He's on his way to being the best scorer of all time, and I respect the MJ fans if they want to like keep him at 1. I respect that because that. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, MJ's still my goat.
KD can shoot threes, though.
Yeah, MJ's still my goat.
KD. No, but, like, I'm talking about not only as a player is KD inching into, you could say he's already, like, number 8 or 10 all time. He's inching into that conversation, but he's right now, like, probably the second greatest scorer all time.
Oh,
like, he's going for this right now. He's going for this right now.
Next year, if he plays a full season... He's gonna get a scoring title. I promise you this. If he plays a full season, he's gonna get a scoring title. He might get an MVP, and we're gonna work on that ring. We're gonna work on that ring. So if he gets a scoring title, an MVP in a ring, done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's already Hall of Fame, but he just right now he's battling to get into that upper echelon, that top 10, top 5.
That's what he's doing right
now. That top 10, top 5.
Carter, I'll just call him Cartier or whatever. Said, dude, and he can play defense. Like, dude was grabbing rebounds. He could pass. He could fucking
elite defender. He's an elite defender.
He is. He's got an all-around beautiful game.
Yeah.
Damn, this train ain't over. Yeah.
Bro, Chubbs, I've been trying to end it for a minute, bro. I promise you, I've been trying to end it, bro.
I'm already over it, bro. It is what it is.
I'm trying to end this shit, bro.
No, we're saying we're having a hard time letting go of the stream. Like, we're enjoying this. We're telling war stories.
Yeah, laughing. Bro. No, we were just reminiscing about, like, from the beginnings and shit, and I was just I'm trying to end it so bad, but it's so, I hate it. I really hate it, bro.
1K, bro, in a season and like a half of the playoffs, bro. It's very impressive, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's like I said, this journey been crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Damn, this hurts bad. Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate all you guys again. We'll be back. For y'all. Sure. Yeah, we'll be back for sure. Again, if you're not on
Brooklyn Way with a little Jersey swag.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it.
Get on Discord, y'all. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram.
Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm saying on behalf of Rage, Andre Drummond's not a top 20 center.
Yeah.
On behalf of Rage.
Say it again.
On behalf of Rage, Andre Drummond is not a top 20 center.
Y'all get in the Discord, y'all, because for us, like everybody up here, we're pretty much still gonna talk every day or almost every day. So it's not really like.
It's not like we're leaving. We're leaving y'all, but we're not leaving each other. Yeah.
Like getting there real quick, or message AJ on
Yeah, IG. Hit me up on Instagram. Nets Kingdom 711. All love, bro. All love, Nets Nation. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back next year. All right, guys.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Later, dudes.
Later.